100 greatest Christmas songs ever.
Merry Christmas,
The ultimate Christmas playlist. Make this the soundtrack to your Christmas. 100 greatest Christmas songs ever. Listen now on Spotify.
There it is.
I'm Charles Holmes, The Ringer Music Show.
And I'm Cole Kushner from Dissect, and Charles and I are teaming up to create Last Song Standing, a new show where we determine an artist's single best song by debating our way through their entire catalog.
And for our first season, we're covering Kendrick Lamar. We're talking Good Kid to Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, Mr. Morale, the mixtapes, the Lucy's, and the features.
Listen to Last Song Standing on the Dissect podcast feed, only on Spotify.
Let me turn the music down. I can hear it out in the courtyard, so you know it's too loud. We're going to go live on Facebook, too. Bingo, bango.
Boom, boom.
Hi, hello. If you're watching here on Facebook, tune in to kick.com/bespokehouse. End of live stream. Thanks for watching. Just kidding. We'll stay live with you for a little bit longer. But hey, everyone on Bespoke House Jax or kick.com or YouTube, wherever you're tuning in. My name is Michael Armanno. This is my dear friend here, Joshua Weber, aka Blind Bear. We're very excited. We have, how are you? Comment. That's a good thing, right? Commenters?
Absolutely.
Definitely. Comment. You're going to see a lot more of us. I don't know if you guys are excited about that or if you're prepared for that.
But either way, you're going to see the pair of us up here kicking around a whole lot more. And I mean, I said kicking around, but really we're going to bring a whole bunch of cool information to you. And I'll keep you updated and entertained with the going-ons here with Bespoke House. And, you know, both of our own brands too, Calypso Couture and Blind Bear, because, you know, artists, man. Shameless self-promotion everywhere.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for, y'all. Speak for something. So that brings us to what are we doing first? Bespoken For. That's tonight. It's actually the finale episode of the year 2023. So this will be a great opportunity. If you haven't joined us for Bespoken For yet, you haven't gotten the opportunity to speak for something, definitely join us tonight because this is the last Hoot Nanny before we enter a whole new year. We have a lot of big stuff for you in 2024. So
2024, baby.
if you're not already here and signed up as a member, you're missing out. So don't miss out. The complimentary membership for 20 knots is still active for the rest of the week until the end of the year, and you can actually get 30% off your artisan level membership as well.
You definitely don't want to miss out on some of the stuff that's coming up. We have it's kind of mind-boggling the kind of developments that have been thrown our way over the last few months leading into 2024, and some of the events that we're going to talk about here today that are only possible because of some of these developments.
Yeah, so I mean, one of the biggest things, we have over 20 new members here in just the past month or so. We have 77 new pieces of art, probably more, as we actually just got more dropped off today for our gallery. So we have even more new stuff that you haven't seen. So if you came out to the opening a few weeks ago, there's even more stuff since then. There's more stuff in our retail store. I know the holiday seasons are technically behind us, but go ahead and start shopping for next year. I mean, right? Just buy this stuff up. Get it while it's hot, and then next year it might actually be worth more, right? Because that's how art works. So it's a good investment for you being a patron of the arts. There's also a couple other ways that you can support us. So one of those things is our giveaway, right? So if you aren't already a member of 20 Knots, definitely sign up now and make sure you subscribe here on kick.com. If you're watching on Facebook, go check us out on our website or kick.com and make sure you subscribe.
Bespoke House.
This is huge. This is huge. I don't know if you guys have been to Bespoke House, but if you haven't, we have a whole production rig here in our studio. I can actually drop it down a hot second and show you.
Brought to you by Tiny Little Tech Shop.
This is our studio right here. And I'm sure y'all can still hear me out here. But this is brought to you by Tiny Little Tech Shop. So the fact that we're able to broadcast all of our live stream productions, we have some big exciting news for next year going in with our partners there as well. But we're able to do all this because of the art rig that they have provided for our gallery exhibit. So it's actually an art PC, custom built by the Tiny Little Tech Shop. It's called the Hot Rod,
baby.
The Hot Rod, baby. It's compact. It's brilliant. All the specs are on our website. Check it out. We're actually going to give this thing away when we hit 600 subscribers. So that is our big goal. We have a bunch of events that you're going to be able to tune into live next year. Leading through to those events, we're going to have even more stuff. We're going to be doing a recap of the time that we've been here at Bespoke House. We've only been here a little bit over a year. We haven't even officially been open a full year.
And for as low as $5, you could potentially win this $1,500 retail valued custom built computer. Like, this piece is pretty dope. If you go check out our Kick, you know, we keep mentioning that because that's where all the business is going down with that. So if you go to the Kick page, you have all the specs listed out, and on our website, the specs, so you can go see what makes this computer the hot rod that it is. And yeah, you get a chance to put your name in the running for as low as $5. But you got to go down to that kick.com/bespoke house and go give us a follow, go give us a sub, and tune in for what's going on there. That's where this whole year recap is going to be blasted coming into the new year.
Absolutely. And the more subscriptions you get, the more of a chance you have to win. $5 a pop. You have to be a 20 Knots member to win. But if you subscribe, we're going to go ahead and give you that first month complimentary. So $5 entry to get this $1,500 hot rod computer. If you are a creative and you need something to craft, create, send emails on, I don't care what you do. If you want to start your own live stream production, you know you can do it with the hot rod because we've been doing it so dang well. We can always get better, but hey, we're here doing it. So if you want to come out and do that, you can join us very easily. It's so simple. BespokeHouseJacks.com for all the details. Some of those events that we're talking about that we're going to be featuring on our live stream that you can tune into, you can subscribe, you can win the Hot Rod computer. We're going to talk about some of those things coming up. So obviously Bespoken For tonight, that's going to be a hot event. Last one of the year. Go ahead and stay tuned in. After our show, the Drip Report, we're actually going to talk to one of our new members. They're going to give you a little bit of tour of the house. We're going to do some interviews with our artisan members as well. And then when Bespoken For starts, we're going to have a whole slew of people coming through, lots of talent, lots of creators. We're very excited for that.
Now, something we're known for here at Bespoke House, especially here in the community, is our murals. Because since day one, we've gotten into this place wanting to get artists to go big, or go big or go bigger. Like
Big.
So mural work is a part of that. Plus, we wanted to bring some color and art to the neighborhood. So we are pretty well known for our mural work here. So that brings us into, I think, one of the first events that I'd like to bring up while we're doing this, and that's the Mega Mural Party.
Absolutely. Mega Mural Party, January 13th. So we started this whole thing with one mural on the side of the building. We just rolled in. A great friend of ours, JL Private Collections, JL Creations on Instagram, came through and set up this beautiful mural with our logo on the side of the building. We immediately started to grab attention from the city. People wanted to see what is going on there. This building, these two little houses on a hill were nothing. A little more than a year ago, and it has become so much more than even what we originally dreamed it could be. We have a huge thriving community and a lot of new exciting programming coming out in 2024, led by our community of artisans. So it is going to be a fantastic journey. And through that process this past year, we have been hosting mural parties every other month. Between our gallery openings, we brought artists out from all over the First Coast. We invited our guests out, our patrons, and our members to come in and put their mark on the wall. We're coming up on our 1-year anniversary, so what better way to celebrate that than with a 24-hour mural party live streamed here at kick.com, YouTube, BespokeHouseJacks.com, Facebook. You're missing out. If you're not already tuned into all the other channels, get there. You're only going to get little sneak peeks here. If you want the real deal stuff, you got to go to kick.com/bespokehouse.
Absolutely.
But that's our big one coming up January 13th. So if you're not already a member, go ahead and sign up now during our membership drive. It's first complimentary for the first month. For the 20 knots membership, 30% off your first month of the artisan level. Your artisan membership will secure you a spot on the wall, so you can get a dedicated spot and become part of the campus. Otherwise, everyone else is going to be first come, first serve. Bring a can of spray paint, bring a couple cans of spray paint, bring some friends. We're going to be hosting workshops throughout the day. We're going to have some food trucks and some music. It's going to be a blast. And of course, we're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff. Not only are we giving away the Hot Rod computer when we get to 600 subscribers, but we have original artwork that's going to be going out. We have original creations from First Coast creators all across Duval and beyond. We are doing, hi, hello, welcome in. You can see how we do our live show. We're just, we're live right now. Out there on the courtyard, you can see how the live stream works and how it looks and all that. And we'll run you through. So we're actually talking to Balsam, one of our new members here at Bespoke House. Featured artworks in the gallery right now. We're going to be doing a little bit of artisan interviews with her. It's going to be a really good time shortly after the show. But there are like a couple more things that we wanted to let you know about. So obviously the mural party is going to be rad. Coming up on that full year, it's going to be something you want to go to. The next thing after that, literally the next day, we're going to run 2 p.m. all the way to 2 p.m. on Sunday, and then we're going to start Keeper Fest. And Keeper Fest is going to be awesome. A continuation of our freaking 1-year anniversary. Let's pull the information up. We got tons of people coming out. Yeah, so the very next day, music festival, baby.
Yeah, and on the 12th, I'll give you a little sneak peek into what might be happening. On the 12th, might have a bunch of, there should be a lot of fire here. We're not going to set the building on fire, but we're going to set something on fire.
Absolutely.
Some fire spinners and some glass blowers, some cool demos. I definitely recommend tuning in and paying attention to our calendar, because that's going to be a lit weekend. The Spoke House is going to be the spot from Friday to Sunday. You just kind of want to plan on hanging out with us for that weekend. The 12th all the way to the 14th, we got a lot of cool shit running.
Absolutely. There's no better place to be. We're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. We have a huge community. We're all very excited.
Fucking made it a year, guys.
Yeah, that's a huge accomplishment for a legitimate business is coming through in their 1-year mark. We're excited to be growing rapidly. We have a ton, like I said, a ton of stuff. We can't even announce it yet, but like, holy crap.
It's because of you guys too.
Yes,
like,
thank you.
You guys coming and hanging out with us, checking out our events, vending, buying stuff from our vendors, helping like either join and be a member or giving our members a reason to be members because you're here participating with us. So like, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have been able to make it through this year.
Absolutely.
So definitely mad shout out to everybody that has shown the Bespoke House family some love and that has joined us here at Bespoke House. And we look forward to another year of rocking it with you guys and growing and expanding, growth, expansion. All progress, no excuses. That's what I tell myself all day. So, I'm going to be putting that in everyone's ear too. Let's get it.
Absolutely.
2024, baby.
We're growing, we're evolving, we are dropping the keys to all of the opportunities so that you can take your bespoke journey and do something with it. No matter what level of craft creation, artisan, skill set you are at, you can be here, whether you're a master artisan or you're just getting started in your journey. We have programs that'll help you all along the way. So obviously that week of our 1 year anniversary is going to be huge. We have a little bit of a sneak peek, a little fire action on Fridays. Definitely come out, hang with us. We're also going to have the Mega Mural Party on Saturday, Keeper Fest on Sunday. So Keeper Fest, we're actually having some friends come out from Nashville, Tampa. We also have friends from Gainesville coming out and here locally from Jacksonville. Kelby Clark out of Nashville is going to be joining us, top of the roster. And then we also have Choice Hymns of Faith. That's a semi-mysterious duo coming out of Gainesville. We also have Wave Temples. They're out of Old Florida Ghost, apparently. I'm not even familiar with what that is, but maybe they are undead or ghost spirits of some kind.
They're from Old Florida.
Old Florida
All
Ghost, so it's going to be pretty Wave Temple-y. I'm excited. And then we got Tegu coming out of Tampa with Justin Depth and Blackwick out of Orlando. We also have a human coming in doing some stuff. His name is Steve from Gainesville. Yeah, he's a Northeast human. He lives as a person. And then Chris
Doing minimal noise improvisation.
Yeah, heck, it's a little bit of everything.
Now, like that's gonna be the sleeper set, yo. I'm telling you,
that's the one you want to see. Like, truly,
it's probably gonna blow everyone's mind because there's minimal information there too. It's just kind of like, yep, there's a human gonna be here making a little bit of noise.
Absolutely. And we're going to have 3 stages that day, so it's going to be huge. I mean, we're going to have vendors out here. We have 3 stages, tons of music. Check that event out online. We dropped all the information. We're going to have more information coming out. It's going to be $20 the day of, but you can get it on pre-sale right now for $15. So you have plenty of time for the pre-sale. Don't act like you missed it. You got plenty of time. $20 at the door. And if you're not already paying us $20 a month, join us. 20 nuts.
It's $20.
20 bucks.
Like, go to Starbucks twice less. You can help support.
Yeah, actually, skip the Starbucks. Come here. We serve fantastic coffee from Sequential Coffee. We
Absolutely.
have 3 different flavors that we are right now testing out. So you can actually come in, buy some local roasted coffee, and you can be supporting the creative arts here. And that's a way that you can give back. Super easy. Come chill with us. $20 a month. Drink our coffee.
You also get to help us decide which one of these 3 mystery blends we want to bring into our roster because we already have one coffee that we offer, and you can find it on our website. It's
the Drip
Colombian.
Colombian barrel roasted.
Whiskey
barrel aged. That's what it is. Yeah. It's aged for 30 days of the whiskey barrel. We launched this a year ago. We've been serving it here.
Not Colombian, it's Guatemalan.
It's Guatemalan. Yeah. Sorry, what do we know about roasting coffee? That's why we teamed up with Sequential.
This dude is a fucking artist when it comes to coffee.
Absolutely.
He came in, we went over there and met with this guy. He roasts everything here in Jacksonville. He sources the beans. He doesn't use any artificial flavorings. He's got a good taste for it and mixes the beans and roast them together to get the different flavors that we're looking for. So super excited about that team up. So definitely come by and get your coffee. And the money that you can save getting your coffee from us can also pay for your 20 Knots membership so you can help support the artisan community. Look at that. You can do the thing.
And for an extra $5, subscribe to our Kick stream right here. And then you could win a computer. So it's like coffee, computers, creative stuff. Why wouldn't you get involved? $20 to $25 a month. And then if you really want to get serious, you want to launch your creative dream, whatever it is, sign up for a higher tier membership. We offer the Bespoke Capital Advancement Program. Ooh. It's where we take our hard-earned monies and we offer it to you as a 0% interest loan. What do you want to do with this? Sign up for an annual membership. We're going to work with you on putting a pro forma together. It's basically like, how do you use the systems that are in place to benefit you, right? How can you go to a bank and say, I want a loan, right? Well, we're going to get you started. You can run through our workshops. You can pitch your ideas. We can tell you what can and can't work. We can help you find the resources and amenities that you need, and we can cut you some cash, 0% interest, pay by the end of your membership.
Minimal purchase necessary. You have to sign up for an annual membership and at least $150 resident artist deal. And if you sign up annually, then we can discuss with you the different levels. There are different BCAs available based off of which membership you decide from that tier or above that you would like to participate in, and then we can help get that ball rolling and help us invest in you and like invest in yourself. Like, we are excited about that. That's a program we've been trying to get running and the ball rolling on for a little while now, because it really gives us a chance to give you some like capital investment to get your business rolling. And if you sign up for a year, it lets us know you're serious, and we can take you serious, and we can really get you to that next level with that there.
Absolutely. I mean, it's really investing in yourself. 10 years ago, someone came to me and was like, hey, you got $1,500 in your bank account. Okay, let's commit to a year of structuring and developing your business. I'll cut you back $3,000 to use in the first year, 0% interest. If someone offered me that 10 years ago, well, we would have been doing this a long time ago. So seriously, take advantage of it. Sign up for an annual membership, explore all of the wonderful programs and amenities that we have to offer here through our fantastic members and master artisans. It's a really cool spot to hang out. We have tons more that we could talk about, we're gonna talk about. But I wanted to mention one of our new artists. We got some new work up here behind us. This is actually John Hawkins, one of our newest members. So welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. It's as easy as that. You sign up for a membership. We receive your art. We tell people about your art.
Take a step to the left.
And we give you an opportunity to speak for something, right? So this is a really cool opportunity for y'all to come in and start your art career. If you're just at home and you're doing art stuff and you're creative and you want to do more with it, come to our open studios. The rest of the week before the end of the year, we're expanding open studios, which is normally hosted every Sunday from 4 to 7. We're doing it all week long. So during our retail hours from 1 to 6 p.m., come through open studios. We got crafts, we got creations, we got projects galore. Come take a look and explore.
Find out if this is for you. Come hang out with us and see what we can do. We can possibly help you do what you really want to do for a living.
I like it. We didn't even have a beat or nothing.
Did we just make a run?
Yeah,
I didn't mean to run.
We got tic-tac that. We got to run. We got
tic-tac it. We got TikTok.
Tic-tac it. Trim this bit out for the tic-tac. Editor, thank you.
Right.
Hire editors.
Do we have to do a dance now?
Yeah, I gotta do one of these. Yo, thanks for watching the show. We're gonna put some transitional stuff on for now. Thanks for tuning in. We have tons of great stuff for you coming later this evening. Right now, I think we're gonna play some previews from our past shows, some of the reels, some of the information about the programs that we discussed today. But definitely come out and hang with us. We're gonna still be here. We're still gonna be live. We're gonna be checking the chat. We want y'all to come out and join us for Bespoken For, Speak for Something. We're gonna transition into a little bit of an artisan interview in between now and then, but definitely come out and chat with us.
And signing off, Drip Broker and the Bear.
Yeah. Drop your comments in the questions link area below where they do the stuff. There's a box here, here, and somewhere over here.
Oh, is there somewhere over here? Have I been hiding behind a box?
Like, you know, on YouTube, they're always like, here's the card.
Oh, yeah.
You know, watch this video right here. Watch this new video from Bespoken. I don't know if that's how it works. I'm just winging it.
That's probably the after editing. But, you know, we've got people that are good at that. So come on.
Yeah, you got to add stuff to that.
We've just been winging it.
But it's cool, y'all. We actually signed up 3 new producers for next year. So we are no longer at the helm. I mean, well, we have 3. Oh, well, 3. I have 3 in one hand, not 9. I'm just really excited about 3 right there. 3 producers, 3 new producers coming in to help you with all your media production. That's why they don't let me produce the shows anymore. They got to bring other people in because I can't count to 3. That really makes timing tricky. All right, so what should we do? How about some music videos? What we got going here? Some local music videos. Wow. Thanks for watching. Here's the music video. Oh, look, cool. It's in the little bug. All right, bye, y'all. Thanks. everyone. I'm Michael Armanno, the Drip Broker, and I'm here at Bespoke House. I have a really amazing opportunity for you and for me and for all of the creators, artisans, small business owners, and entrepreneurs here in the Jacksonville area. I would love to introduce to you the Drip Report. You can find me here at Bespoke House, and we're going to sit down and we're going to be talking with artisans about their inspiration, their upcoming endeavors, their aspirations, their goals, and what it takes to be an artisan here on the First Coast. So if you want to join us here on the Drip Report, I would love for you to reach out to me. Join us for a tour here at Bespoke House. We are going to be having a fantastic time getting to know these First Coast artisans. Thanks for watching the Drip Report on the Jack's Local Radio Show.
Next level. Next level.
Hey everyone, this is Michael Armanno here with the Drip Report from the Jack's Local Radio Show. I am your Drip Broker, and I am here today with the blindest of bears, Blind Bear Art, my friend Josh, also a founding member here at Bespoke House. I'm happy to have you in the hot seat today. We're talking about artisan stuff, you know, what's going on in the scene, why we're doing things, what you're doing, what you're up to. So first of all, tell us a little bit more about your glass work. You know, you're actually a widespread artist. You do artwork of all different varieties, but you're known for your glass. So tell us a little bit more about the glass work and, you know, why you found Bespoke House, you know, ideal for your future endeavors.
Well, as far as the glass work goes, I do everything from pendants to pipes and rigs. So I try to go all over. It's all artistic though. I really like the idea of the artistic side of the functional glass world. So I've been expanding a lot into that. I've definitely focused the last 4 years of my life into moving into the glass world and getting that going pretty hefty. And you know, Bespoke House just made sense because we were all sitting on the same idea, and I needed to change space. You needed space. Like, we all needed to grow, and it just made sense to facilitate that. And then when we found the property, you know, it was perfect. We were able to create the kind of space that I would have loved 10 years ago as a brand new artist, like trying to figure out how to make it and market myself.
Yeah, and I feel like we've definitely found that other artisans of the same caliber, different mediums even, have found that same need. We actually have had quite a few guests come through Bespoke House since we've even opened. Even though we've been open a few months, we've had quite a few people come from out of town, visit our glass studio, stay overnight, utilize our amenities. So it's been a really great opportunity for collaboration.
We're actually currently hosting 2 artists from out of town, 2 extremely amazing artists.
Yeah, so that's one of those things that we really want to hone in on. We want to give these artisans an opportunity to have the freedom of creativity. That's some of the things that I've really been happy with, being able to sit around and talk about these different ideas. I mean, we're working on hand-blown glass buttons for custom suits. You know, you wouldn't think these two worlds collide, but then you get together, you start thinking about things and like, man, these markets, these demographics, they're very similar, you know, and they appreciate those fine arts. And that's what we want to focus and highlight.
Spontaneous collaboration.
Yeah, spontaneous collaboration. It's one of the values here at Bespoke House. That's kind of how this all came together. You know, it literally was me hanging out in the glass studio with these guys, and we were like, man, we should find something that can accommodate all this stuff. And we did, and we are doing that now. So it's been really cool. So, you know, speaking on that, what is one of those things that you are excited about that we offer here at Bespoke House to get artisans in and like have those opportunities that you didn't have 10 years ago?
Workspace. That means so much, to have a space that you can utilize and dedicate for your craft, get into your right mindset, be able to get into your zone and not be distracted by your kid screaming, or the fact that you've got dishes in your sink that need to get done, or the ability to be there, as well as commingle with other artists, because that whole spontaneous collaboration idea, it's not just what can we do together, but how can we inspire each other. So the ability to just talk shop and discuss other creative endeavors helps progress myself. Even that's one of the most exciting things about even me at my current stage of art in Bespoke House, is the fact that there's constant growth and inspiration to come from even talking with musicians. And hell, the inspiration I've gotten from a clothier, you wouldn't think that the borosilicate world, I make pipes for a living and pendants, you wouldn't think that that would go with bespoke tailoring, but we've gotten several different ideas that are in the works that you're going to blow people's minds. So I think that's the I'm most excited about, is the actual ability to offer that space and that creative home, if you would, here at Bespoke House.
Yeah, it definitely makes a big difference, especially if you're working from home or you're working remotely. A lot of jobs nowadays, all you need is a laptop. So having a space that you can come out that is safe and secure, and it has an environment that you're willing to express your creativity, I think it's huge. Having that dedicated space where otherwise, you would have to go buy a big warehouse, or you have to buy a retail space, or you need to pay for an office. Like, that can be a big expense. It can be a big hurdle for a lot of up and coming artisans, and even master artisans. It may be too much of an expense if you're not going to utilize all of those things. You can find a place like this, Bespoke House, another co-working space. There are tons of really great art spaces in Jacksonville that cater to these type of things. So that's kind of what we wanted to be able to utilize the space for, is to be able to have these type of conversations and then feature our local artisans. And that's what we hope to do here with the Drip Report. And that's exactly why we host it. And then not only that, but we also have the Midnight Drip with our host Blind Bear. So this is only one part of that bigger equation. There's more pieces of the puzzle that come through when you're working with other artisans. You don't have to do it on your own. They say it takes a village, and that is no doubt. The artisan community, we have to support each other. We're not competitors. We're collaborators. That's the way we want to frame things.
There is no competition. I'm in my own lane, so you will be too. That's kind of how we want to run this. We're going to help you forge that own lane, so you don't feel like you're in competition with anybody else. Even the crafters in your same field, like, we all do our own thing. So we want to cultivate that harmonious art environment, so we can be the best artists we can be.
Yeah, I think we've definitely demonstrated that, especially through your glass shop here, the Blind Pickle Studio at Bespoke House. I've seen so many different glass artists. Like, I'm not a part of this world, so I've met so many glass artists. I probably know more than most of you viewing this right now. And that's wild, because they come here and they've been able to work together and learn from each other and collaborate. And it's been a really cool journey so far. We're looking forward to doing a lot more here with the Drip Report, with the Jack's Local Radio Show. I want to thank Blind Bear, Josh, for coming out. This has been a great opportunity to talk a little bit more about the upcoming endeavors that we have here at Bespoke House and in your personal world. Can you tell us where they can find you? Obviously, they can find you here at Bespoke House, usually for the evening shifts during the Midnight Drip. You can take a look at that as well. We'll link that here in the article. But where else can they find you online?
I'm on Instagram and Facebook. If you go check me out on Instagram, it's blindbear_official. Instagram hates glass blowers, so you're going to have to actually type it all out. It'll be my cool little bear logo. And then Blind Bear Art on Facebook is where you can find me there. I'll be linking to a website that's in the works over the next week or so. And Florida Groves coming up, and Earth Fest are two festivals you can catch me at. I'll be blowing glass live at both of those. Earth Fest is April 21st through 23rd out at Maddox Ranch. I definitely highly recommend you come out. You'll get a chance to come schmooze with a bunch of other artists and vendors. It's a really good time. And Florida Groves is a cannabis fest down near Orlando. I don't remember the dates exactly right offhand, but if you go look up Florida Grove Fest 2023, it comes up immediately. So those are the two most immediate events coming up. If you guys want to come check out the glass blowing live, you can always shoot me a message. I work a lot of night shifts, so come by at the end of the week on the evenings and I'll give you a little demo. You can take a tour.
Absolutely. So not only can you check out these upcoming events, but if you're watching this after the fact, feel free to schedule a tour here at Bespoke House. You can get a tour here from Blind Bear or myself or one of our other partners or members here. We want to thank you for watching again. This is the Drip Report with the Jack's Local Radio Show. Thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate y'all.
Me and you? You and me?
You and me. You're gonna hang out in my car.
I don't have any. Well, we didn't.
Me neither.
I will, it's okay if I will do it tonight.
Yeah, that's okay.
Check. Okay.
All right.
I can switch it over whenever. You ready to go hot?
Yeah, we can go whenever you're ready.
30 seconds and you'll be live. Okay?
All right.
It's like, he's in there.
Yeah, and then he's on the other station over there. He can see everything. Fun. Careful, you kind of. This is gouache. Jelly gouache. It's new. That's perfectly good.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't drink a lot. I drink like a bit of the black, the ink. Just you, yeah, so much. And after it, it's just to do some stuff about it.
Okay.
This, but by the way, I want to send this back because I love them.
Yeah.
And
Are they running out of ink?
Huh?
Are they running out now?
Oh, no. They are actually they are. Yeah, still. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't use them. so
Most of
much.
mine are running out. I've had them for a while.
Yeah, but they're so beautiful. I try them with each other, and they are like
Cover good.
probably good.
Yeah.
And I would like to use the white.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
sometimes the
the
white is tricky and it doesn't want to cover. It's like you have to let everything be completely dry and make sure. Sometimes it's like the white will pick up the color underneath. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Uh,
If you never used the gouache before, sometimes that covers good. Like if you do watercolor,
mm,
you can go back over with a white gouache and it'll cover in your watercolor painting. But I don't do a lot of watercolor.
well, I will try it. Try it.
We could try anything. Cool. Hi, live stream. We're here with Balsam.
That we are.
Yeah,
We're live.
we're live. And then it'll be recorded and then I'll give it to you.
I'm not here.
It's just us. Okay. We can just have your voice then.
Yeah. I don't know. I have like I was thinking about something. In the road when I'm driving back here. I'm driving. Usually I paint. I paint directly. I don't think.
Yeah.
But sometimes I direct it. I want to have fun or I'm serious. So when I begin like to have like serious stuff and then let's say but what I mean by seriousness is like
Thinking on a topic?
it's something that's really dark or something that's really urgent. That's what I mean by serious. So I begin like deep inside things. This approach or the other approach is like when I'm having fun and suddenly something builds up.
That's just me all
So
the
it's
time.
like you.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It is. Well, we're gonna paint and talk and hang out, but this is Balsam. Can you say your whole name for me?
I'm Balsam Abo Zour,
Yes.
and this is the first time I've come here to do this kind of thing. I'm really feeling grateful, and the voice is good.
Yeah.
Like
You can hear.
oh really?
Yeah. We can hear you.
And
Internet. But we're gonna hang out and chat, and then towards the end we'll go through and I will show you Balsam's artwork. She's up here in the gallery. We are in Riverside in Jacksonville. Come by, see us. Well, you have all your family in town for the holidays. Come see the gallery. Come see our art. Come visit us. Because we're cool.
Do you think it's okay to use the same? You put it, or you have,
Do you want a cup?
yeah,
I have more cups
or something like,
because it's ink. Right.
yeah. I didn't bring
Okay.
palette. What is streaming? The streaming, what is happening?
So it's on a Kick live stream, and then we have our Facebook live stream.
Yeah.
There's this one too. I don't know if it has more weight. Whatever you like better.
Yeah, thank you.
Have you been working on anything at home? Have you been into your sculptures, or have you been painting?
Well, yeah, I have like 3 paintings of
Working
so
on?
I jump from one to another. Yeah, I do that. I don't. It's hard for me to stick to one work. And sometimes I push myself to cover one and keep looking into 2 other ones. You know. So I have 3 paintings in the wall. 2 of them are not finished yet. One big one is like almost done, but it's not finished. And yeah, like I'm working on them, but I begin to think about doing something on Etsy.
Okay.
I have like print, linoleum print.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know how to do put them out and see how they will be in the market. So this is today and yesterday I was like checking Etsy, seeing how this functions. It's my first try. You know, I never had this hygiene here.
Yeah.
So
You can do good on there. You could sell it on there. They have a lot of fees though. So you have to pay every time you post something on there. And then they take so much every time you sell something too.
yeah,
But you can get a good audience on there.
yeah. I don't know what this will bring to me, but it's linoleum. It's printing.
Yeah.
Work or sketches or something that.
So are they originals or reproductions?
Oh yeah, original. I
Original.
don't have I don't have copies. The original. I don't have like multiples of them.
I think it's for making some prints. That would be fun. So we're talking yesterday about firing stuff in the kiln.
Oh yeah.
So we have some kilns available. We talked to
What,
Josh yesterday.
here?
Yeah, so we have 2 kilns open right now
Wow.
that could be used. And Josh said he'll talk to you about if you're looking to purchase a kiln, he can give you some good options.
That would be good. The thing is, I want to begin doing small sculptures
Mm-hmm.
and play with the idea of like pocket sculptures, you know,
Like small ones?
Small ones.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, like literally small, like this. I don't know. It's like just an idea.
I like it. It's like trinkets, like little things to collect.
Yeah, yeah. So
I like your yellow sculpture. Would they be like little faces? You make little people, little monsters?
I don't know, anything that is funky. Because I love the glaze. I love the underglaze as well. They have colors like that, and when you underglaze,
Yeah.
ceramic.
I think you were telling me that when we
Yeah.
met that it will,
Yeah.
once you fire it, it can
Yeah.
adjust the color.
Oh yeah, after you glaze it.
Yeah. That would be fun to see. I haven't really done that before. That would be a lot of fun to see.
But did clay before? Did you have a sculpture?
A little bit. I was just talking with a friend. They're working with a lot of it's kind of like a ceramic, but it's like an already made paste kind of clay ceramic. And I've worked with like cement out of a bag before and like plaster. That's what it is. Plaster. I've sculpted with. you know how you kind of can make a wire frame of something and then plaster over it and mache and.
I didn't do
No?
that before.
So have you ever used like you take paper and you like dip it in something that's gonna harden with the air, wrap it?
It's like with the glue.
Yeah, you could do with
Basically
glue.
Mm.
Yeah, and then you could do paper mache, or you can use any substance. I've done put different kind of textiles in it, like fiber arts, put cotton in there. I've used like tea bags and coffee filters, and you can use anything to give it texture and build with it. I like stuff like that. Hello, welcome.
Hey,
Want to hang with us?
I came to check things out. Oh, that's really beautiful. And yours is super fun.
Yeah, so much fun to do. Let's see what this will happen.
It is. So you made a plan then before you started painting, huh? Do you have an idea before you got started?
No, it's like it depends. Depends. No, I'm not. I don't know. Like I'm moving. I
Just
don't
see what
have.
happens?
Yeah, I don't have. Like I'm planning to it while I'm doing. While if it's something urgent or something that really um like really bothering me, nothing about it, it's really taking my mind most of the time. I see it in my head, so I begin just it flashes in your head, and then you begin like doing the outline, and then when you do the outline out there, you see the outline. And then I don't know what happened to me. It's just the idea that I had begins to shift slowly, slowly, and then in the end, it's not what I decided from the beginning. So but I will be more serious playing. If there's no joke. I will be like really entering a phase of anger, uh, weird feeling, hyperactivity, laughing, and then sad, and all these kind of feelings because it's like you're exposing yourself to the dark side of it. Because you're seeing your decisions being hesitant and you're feeling like weak in parts. Like say you decided to do a hand. You're painting and you said your hand and the hand is not getting well. And you can see that the hand is getting well. You want it the way you want, and then you begin to stuck into this idea you want the hand. And when you feel the failure of doing it, then it will hit you back. You begin like affecting you, the torturing you until you lose it. You have to lose it. Just like I don't care about anything about the hand. I will do the best hand in the world.
Because it's almost like all the pressure that you're putting on yourself to perform.
Yeah, it's like you reach a point where you want it the way you imagine, and you're watching it, and then you fail into it. You have to reach the bottom where you have to. I'm talking about myself. Where you hit the bottom, you destroy it, and then the moment you begin to say, I don't care, it's hand. I know how to do it. Yeah, okay, I'm blindly do it. It would be you are getting out from the bubble. So you are curing yourself at that moment. So you reach the darkness and you get out from it. So it's not a very flowery trick. But when you're doing something you know that you are like having fun, it's okay if you ruined it. It's like you.
But it's almost like a therapeutic process, and
Yeah,
it's
it is,
cathartic, and
healing.
you're working through your process like a meditation as you're painting. So that's happening on the inside.
Yeah.
Do you see it on the outside? Do you feel like visually your artwork will reflect what you're feeling?
Well, not all the time. No, because there is aspect of memory in your muscles that you know that if you do something, you will have it this way, and when you do it multiple times, and you know your muscles do it without even you being involved in it, you get bored of what you're doing. You begin to like ask for, okay, خلاص, I need something else. So when you have this phase in your life where you are doing art, but you kind of like your muscle is doing it, but it's not your emotions anymore. It's just the muscle.
Yeah.
So if you can stay there and allow yourself to say, all right, this is my art. I'm okay with that. Or you will be, no, I want to challenge myself. I want to, I get enough of this. I want something, I want to surprise myself. I want to see something that I never saw in myself. This is, this is when you begin to do something good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something you're happy with,
No, not particularly. You may not be happy,
but something different. Something very
something
different.
that makes you alive
Yeah.
for a while you're producing it. But then you die. I mean, then you go back to reality. I mean, reality by the surrounding. But yeah, it's quite a ride.
It is. It's an
beautiful.
experience.
It reminds me of my poetry. It's the same thing, like allowing yourself to see yourself in the process of it coming out. Which I don't really see it until after the fact, actually. It's all just coming out. I know that I'm experiencing emotions, I'm experiencing a rhythm, I'm experiencing a lot of words. But afterwards, I have to read it in the rhythm, so I don't lose it. And a lot of times I'll space it at that time too. So it's always a refining process. But I'm also like hearing it the first time in that way.
With your writing? Yeah.
Yeah, you have something special about language. I don't know. I don't have it, but you have it. Like you, how you trust the word. You trust that the word you're putting out there is what it is. No.
It's so interesting that you said that because I normally notice the reverse when I'm like, is that the right word? But you're so right. A lot of times I do just go and not take the hesitation that is naturally there. I'll just go with it. I say it must be right. That seems right. But maybe I'm not always sure. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but I put it on, but I go with
stop.
it. I say, yeah, just like a flood. It's like the poetry, it just floods out. It would seem right if the words were a big jumbled mess based on how it feels, but they're not a jumbled mess. They're very organized in such a peculiar way. It's odd. I even myself, I can't see the rhythm. I can't see how it's I can't. Like sometimes I try, like I'll try to like label it. I'll be like, okay, this is rhyme A. Then it shows up again here, and here, and here. Okay,
Oh,
that's something.
Do you go in and then each line has a different rhythm to it?
Oh my God, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like it'll like if a word rhymes, 4 different words rhyme, it'll be equally spaced apart, but not in the way you would expect. It would be like later, like you said, like 3 more verses, and then it rhymes again. Right? It's very weird, and sometimes the rhyming is between 2 words, so it'll be like 1 word, but it rhymes with 2 commonly used words. I don't know what that is called, but I think it's cool when it happens, and it happens a lot.
Are you gonna jump on the mic tonight?
I'm gonna read.
All right.
I'm gonna read, and practice reading. So that'll be interesting to see my confidence level. And I'm also not sure where to start. Do I start where we all left off at chapter 3? Or do I jump ahead and say, oh, well, you missed it? I don't really want to do that, but also I don't have like a crazy rushed timeline. So
I don't know. I would do chapter 3. Is that what you practiced?
yeah, I think I should.
Yeah.
I did like a couple weeks ago. I practiced it. Didn't finish it. I read for like 45 minutes, and I was like, wow, this is long. So anyway, we'll go to the and see what happens. Cool.
Are you reading anything right now, Balsam? Do you like to read?
I'm having I have two books, but one of them is I don't know what's the name of the artist of the writer, but he's the one who wrote um, the autobiography of Stephen Jobs. Stephen
Steve
Jobs.
Jobs from Apple?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and um, now I'm reading his Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh,
I'm in the middle of it.
oh, very cool.
It's,
Very
it's
cool.
really yeah, it is rich. It is very rich actually. I'm seeing Leonardo from a different perspective because he
Wow.
get deep into his
Oh.
life and his art and how he was really obsessed with nature and observation.
Mhm.
That's the book I'm reading, but I'm not. I stopped like reading it intensively 2 weeks ago because I went to Asheville
Yeah.
and
What's the name of that book before you talk about Asheville? What's the name of the book?
it's Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, it's just that's all.
Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci by I think it's the only book. Let me find it for you. The name is so I don't remember the names of writers or artists. It's like my thing.
I saw somebody made somebody a Christmas gift called the Mona Lisa.
Oh
It was a
my.
duck Mona Lisa.
It had to have been. I hope they
Are
used
we-
his duck.
Are we in the
Jacksonville Library.
Mhm. Here?
Yep.
I don't think they have the Vinci title.
I know I read
Oh,
some
that's
of his
it.
books.
That's it.
I think I already listened to that one.
Walter S. Haxon.
Is that the only book? Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
that's
this is
the-
19 books. Let's see. The last Leonardo.
Do you remember when the first time you catch a color?
I feel like I read this one. Talks about him like as a child and
Yeah.
all that stuff,
Yeah.
like how he got sick and where he went to school and all that. Is that what you remember from the book? I'm gonna place a hold. Really, no one's ready.
I don't know. I was
I think
very
I already
young.
did Okay, Asheville, where did you guys go? Thank you for letting me interrupt.
You're welcome.
There's a book when I was little. It was like a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah.
And I guess you fill it out. It was called All About Me.
Oh,
And I had to only be like 7.
uh-huh.
And I must have filled all this out about what do you want to be when you grow up and what's all your favorite stuff. And I found it in my mom's attic when I was growing up. And it said, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it said, an artist and a hairdresser.
What?
That's what I ended up
you
being.
did.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
When I grew up, and I'm like, oh, good. Well, that's what I always wanted to do. Yeah, as long as I can remember, I was definitely in school. Art was it. Art was the only thing I really liked in school.
Wow. I
So
love
why
that.
hairdress?
I don't know. I always
Is that
wanted to do
something
it.
about you? Like you want something you want to change?
I think it was just creative. I liked dolls. I liked Barbies. I liked
Ah,
to dress
you
them when I
like?
was little. And
Yeah, I cut
do
all
their
my
hair.
friends' hair and styled their hair, even their mothers, even perms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. And they used to do hair at the kitchen table with my grandma's.
Oh,
I don't know. And I don't know, it was really like a cool profession. Like, oh, hairstylist. But it was fun. I did all my art school and then I went to school for hair later. And I just finished doing hair. I did that for about 10 years and worked my way up and managed. And then I just went full time into art. Done with the hair bit. Now I'm only doing the art bit. But it's much happier.
What is the hairdresser added to you? Like you experience and like many people enter into your like daily lives, like daily. What is the thing that say without a hairdresser I would be different? Like there's something about hairdresser that makes you now.
Like that I've taken away from it and learned from it.
Yeah, like something that only hairdresser can make you knowledgeable or something you can't find it.
Well, there's a lot, I think a lot of design principles in that. There's a lot of color theory. That was the way that I enjoyed it and was creative with it, with the hair coloring and things like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like with cutting hair is a lot of sculpting, so that's gonna be fun.
yeah, I love that.
It really helped me with, because I'm hard on myself and I'm such a perfectionist. And it was really hard to get to a point where I was comfortable and trusted myself. So I think I learned that a lot of just trusting myself and doing and knowing, like you were saying, how you have like a muscle memory and it's just trusting yourself and going, you know how to do this, you've done it 1,000 times. Then being able to get better with it. I think I learned a lot about people, a lot about corporate world. It feels like a completely different world that I live in now. But I think that exposure to that way of life was a good way to learn that that's not how I want to be. After so long of being in that retail world and just, you know, you really live for your job and you can't live like that. Which is beneficial because I'm able to show my children that are now becoming adults that, you know, you need more than a high paying job to make you happy in life. And I just want you to be happy. So I might not be making the same amount of money, but I'm definitely a happier person now. Are you waving to yourself in the window?
No, somebody went by. I don't know if it's people.
I was like, who's there? Well, what about you? I know when you said when you were back home, there was kind of an art cooperative similar thing that you dealt with there or belonged to. Did you do art all of your life from when you were a child, Balsam?
Well, yeah. I was like, when I was in school, I was usually take the napkins and paint on them. You know? It's like my thing. But I didn't know that painting exists. Like I didn't know that it's a professional or you can enter a school or university to study it. I was I love the paintings and books, the children books. And, my brother once came to me and he said, "What do you want? Painting to study painting or piano or music?" So I was like 15 years old and I chose painting because my arts teacher, the pianist, wasn't. I didn't like him.
Okay.
So he put me down. Like I was really into music, and he didn't. He wasn't patient with me.
Oh, he steered you away from it.
And so I didn't say yes to music. I regret it later. But I remember why I said no to the piano.
Right.
And since then, I begin like learning at the village. There is a teacher. His name is Hassan Yatin. He used to come every weekend, and just for the people who are in the village, he comes from the city to do classes there. And I was the youngest, and he used to buy me colors because I don't know how to buy colors.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's how I became. Like,
so that was the opposite. You had one teacher that didn't want to work with you, and then one that was really encouraging you and giving you the tools to get better and learn. That's funny. I had a similar thing when I was in high school because I played music and I did art, and I got to a certain grade, and they said you can only do one. You only have enough room in your schedule to pick one. So I had to pick art or music, and I quit playing music and did art.
Yeah, yeah. It's like one or another. Like you feel like you want to enter that place, art. You know, a place where you can have fun.
Yeah, because it makes you feel the best. I think
that's how. Yeah, and sadly enough, like the art, not the art is the only place where students can feel themselves, where the other materials like math or science is not that fun, not because they are not fun, because the teachers or the curriculum is not built enough for the student to really enjoy being educated
or feel accomplished or feel good at it. It's always like you have to get better and better and better and better. It's never like, oh wow, you're really good at this. I get that too. Art definitely just makes you feel better. You could be more free. There isn't so much expectation on you too. There's no right way to art. You know, any art form is right. Anything to make is art.
Well, the spectrum of it is so wide, but the art, like in general, everything could be an art. But there is an edge where you can like be everything as be an art, and there is something that can cross the time, an art that can live over centuries, an art that every time you look at these 100 years old or in the future, you keep thinking or feeling this art will never die. Like something inside this piece of work is like crossing the time. Like it's not dying. I mean, so, aspects to make art and things like that. But individually, like people nowadays, I do art, and I would take around let's say 60% of what I did I feel fine, and like 20% are like I'm happy that I produced them, and the rest are like just like the same. But this is my judgment, though.
Yeah.
You know, this is me um, saying that. But when I look back to my work, the old ones, I don't remember that. And I feel that I am standing in the position that I'm the viewer. I don't remember everything.
You just connected so much that you can give it a fresh perspective, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's totally like as if I don't remember why I think this. Why in the first place? Why I don't remember the memory. What happened exactly that makes me do that? So and I look at it as a fresh eye, but also I can say because I have all these years working, I can judge it in a way to say, well, it will not sustain for a month. It will not. It will not be like it will be good decoration for a house or could be good vibes for a while, but it will not sustain for a long time.
Is that what you think of that flower right there?
Yeah.
Do you think-
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't. I have a completely different perspective.
Yeah, exactly. That's how the art works.
Yeah.
But me, it's like maybe I'm harsh on myself.
A little bit, you think? A little.
I am.
A lot.
My husband would appreciate your self-criticism.
A lot of people don't like their
But I mean, really,
artwork.
it's a contemplation and a curiosity too. It's not just harsh, right?
I will say that this year for me has definitely been freeing because I've worked really hard on letting go of any
Letting go.
expectations and just
Yeah.
creating, just for the sake of creating to see what happens.
I'll be back.
All right.
Probably have to go before then.
Yeah, I don't know. Being harsh on myself is that like coming from the way I raised up, or it's just me, but my personality. I want something. I see something I want special, or I want that work that I produce project back on me. Like you give something, you want that thing to give me back.
I think it depends.
Um,
Are you wanting your art to have an effect on a viewer? Are you wanting the viewer that sees your art to feel a certain way and you feel like you're not doing good enough to make them feel that way?
well, I don't think about the viewer when I'm producing art.
Okay.
Because, they are not in my head.
Okay, so you're not thinking about how anybody's
No.
going to perceive your art.
No, it's me. It's how I'm like seeing things. I don't think about any how people look at it or what. I don't have that. No, not I don't have that. I know it that it is possible to think about it. It's easy to drop and to fall into this situation where you are thinking about how people look at it. But I don't think about the audience. I don't think about the people while because the state of creation while you're creating, there's no people there. You're alone by yourself producing that with that flow. Like you are inside this flow of creation where if you think about somebody or an idea or someone or inspiration from somewhere, it's because it hits you and it's part of you, not because you are seeing that audience. The audience is not there. There's no audience. And the moment the audience begins to be in my head, I stay. I don't think I can produce genuine work when the audience is
If you have some kind of something you have to reach, if you have a goal, if you have a bar that you have to, or standard that you have to meet, I get that too. Why I got away from the expectation of things, even expectations I could hold on myself, you know,
Yeah.
not doing something the correct way.
Yeah, exactly. And also the aspect of exploring and finding something. Like it's not only expressing. It's finding, it's searching, it's exploring. You put something out, and then that thing that you do show to you back. It's like mirror, like something you did something, you were in that flow, you were not focusing what you're doing, just doing it. And then when you stop for drinking water and come back, it hits you back because it's giving you back what you gave it. So if you are in the mentality where you are thinking about the audience while you're producing, you will not have this experience.
No,
You will
because it's
not be in
not
the flow.
authentic. You know.
Yeah, you will get trapped inside the expectations and the judgment of other people in your head. So they are alive and they're in your head more than the aspect of playing, because you have to play while you're doing now. But play not in a, could be, for me, I play with words. There's rules, like playing without rules. Well, you have to follow the rules in the game. And if you fail, the rules can change, but there's rules.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying rules and will never change, but there are rules in the game, and the rules are changed. But to have a game without rules, there's no game. There's no game at all.
No.
So it's that's aspect of playing seriously. Like you are playing seriously. It's like a kid.
Yeah.
You enter his game, and if you mess with his rules, you'll be, get out! You're not playing it right. And he's so into it, and he's playing, but you broke the rules. That's how serious the game is in the art. That's how beautiful.
Kind
And that's my. I hope not like I'm always like that. I'm like,
You're not. You're just a. I think that you think a lot about things. You're a deep thinker. You like to philosophize, if that's a word. So whenever after you were smaller and you got into the art in your community, in your village, what was your experience after that in the art world? Did you go into formal education, or are you self-taught? What did you do after that, moving towards your art career?
So I was I was obsessed with painting. So what happened? I have to finish my studies. I have to finish my high school, and I was good in math. Not so much, but I was good compared to other materials in the class. So my family were expecting me to be a teacher, math teacher or something. But I was like obsessed with painting. So when I finished my high school, I entered university to do math physics major. And in the middle of the university, I just canceled it and then went to the art university.
How long did you go before you switched your major to art?
It's like after 4 or 5 months from me being in this university, I just drop it. Like I can't even enter the other university because I'm coming into it. So the teacher in art school allowed me to enter. His name is Ali Shams. He's really one of the artists, teachers and artists who saw me. You love when somebody sees you. I'm like,
yeah,
you see me, you see the capability of what I can do. Like it's precious. And I was like 22 years old, so kind of old compared to to other students who are like in their 18s.
Yeah,
You know?
just out of high school.
Yeah. So and I continue since then. I didn't stop. But I study art all the year. Like I began when I was 13, but I continue every summer since I reached the 22. I was every summer I'm in the class of paint. So I never stopped.
Okay, so
Even
you
if
were doing outside of your school, summer you would do
yes,
just the painting
yes.
all summer.
So
Oh, wow.
I even followed the teacher who came to the village. I followed him to the city to continue taking classes with him in the city. But I was for it.
So then after you finished your schooling, in that time, were you an exhibiting artist? Did you put work into galleries? Were you in a
Yeah.
lot of shows and things
No,
like that?
in the shows, I have shows in group shows, like in the villages around where I live. There were activities like people during the summer doing something for uh, gathering people and doing activities. So I was, if they did art, I was exhibiting my art there for the villages to see with other artists as well.
Did you
And
have to
then-
do an exhibit when you finished your schooling, like university or college?
Yeah, when I done with my university, something interesting happened. So I finished 2018, 2008, the first diploma in university, and then I went home and I was working by myself in a job. My family house is way over the wood. And then after like 9 to 10 months, my teacher in university called me. He said, "I want you I want to introduce you to this art gallery." And he came to visit me, my teacher, and he showed my work to this art gallery. His name is Salah Cat, and he right away he agreed on like putting my work in the gallery. And I did the show after like 1 year, like 2000, end of 2010. I had a big show. It was a big show, and it was successful.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was so good.
So your work, your abstract work, so I'm thinking of your painting that you have in the gallery now, that's your abstract piece. Is that more similar to the work that you did when you were younger? What kind of work were you doing?
Yeah, I didn't like. I don't have. I still doing the same. Like I have the same. It's kind of surrealistic. Uh, uh,
Yeah, that's
I named it. I named my show Phantasma. So it will be, yeah, so you can imagine like of fantasy and like this weird world with animals that you can.
Where do you think you drew that inspiration from? Were you really into, is that the kind of things that you read or watched, or what kind of things
No,
inspired you?
It's like I I think like if I want to think about it, I think it's coming from my family farm. Like we have a farm, so we care about animals like goats, birds, chickens, cats, dogs. Uh, what's that bird in English?
Chicken,
No, they fly together.
ducks, geese?
We have dogs as well, but other one, no, they are like white things that they fly together. Doves,
Oh, doves.
yeah, so much doves.
Oh yeah, well they're not very common. You don't see them around a lot here, like just wild doves.
But they have different white ones, like where you can bring them and they will be farmed, so they can fly and then come back to the
Wow,
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
That's super interesting.
That's how you raise dogs.
Oh.
You have to feed them. You bring couple, female and male, and you put them in the cage for a while, feeding them, and then you let one out, and you call him. So you have some kind of whistle or kind of like a sign, a big leaf or something.
Yeah.
So, and then he has to come back to this female, because the female is still in.
So that's how you teach them
So
housekeeping.
and then you replace it. No, you just like for 1 week or two maximum. And then they begin to have a baby, and then the babies begin to follow their family, and then, yeah. But there is something about the dogs that if there is a foreign dog came up from different tribe, from different house, he can steal group of dogs to the other house. He can like he's the male and he wants the females to follow him. He can like do something with these dogs, and you find
they leave and they follow them.
You find them in
Like
your
the neighbor's farm.
Yeah, it's not like some far. It's just
they're all having fun somewhere.
Yeah,
that's funny. So you would like to do a lot of art from the animals? Would you look at them and draw them and stuff when you were younger, or paint them? Just paint scenes around the farm, or do you do that from memory?
From memory.
Okay.
I don't know how to. I didn't focus like on copying or taking things that look from outside.
Yeah.
I observe a lot. I sit and watch, and then when I create, I don't think from where this comes. Just I begin doing.
I don't really enjoy copying either. That was hard for me in school when we would have to do a still life when they would set up the table and we had to sit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that. That was my first class when I started art college. Every morning at 9 a.m. still life for like 2 hours.
The kind of like they tell you exactly what you have to do.
Yeah, they put stuff on a table and they go, okay, look at this and make it. I mean, I can do it. It's just I don't enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, you have your personality is like that. Like you want to explore, and you have that. It's obvious.
When you were younger, did you like to read a lot? I know I read like chapter books, and my daughter did also. At one point, it was like middle school years, probably from the age of like 9 to like 13.
Yeah.
Read, and I was like that when I was little too, and then not as much as an adult. Did you?
Well, I think I passed this phase, but I know also I remember that I was reading I was reading because I felt like I don't have personality. I don't know who I am. I feel like I want to be special, but I don't know how to be special. I raised in an orphanage for 12 years, so I was in this community. So you have to prove yourself.
I don't know that. So the farm that you grew up on, was that your adopted family?
No, it's my family, but I have to live in the orphanage for 9 months, and then in the summer I go to them. It's like during the 9 months of studying, you are in the orphanage school.
Like a boarding school.
Yeah, but it's only orphanage. It's like boarding, but it's for orphanage people. Why? Because
but orphan means you don't have parents.
Yeah, but during the war in Lebanon, there were war for 25 years. So people, the orphanage school, that orphanage school was only for orphanage, but in the end of, or the middle or end of 1980, the amount of poverty and the need for kind of help from associations to make children may just go to school, make this school accepting kids from outside, like being. So my father got shot in in his arm, so he's handicapped. He doesn't have a hand. So this is like big part of like they accept us to be in orphanage. Like they literally, my dad was not like can fully support my family.
Yeah.
So
you go and they pay, you eat, you stay, you live there and you school?
Yes.
Okay, I
and then
understand.
in summer, just like 2 months and a half, you stay with your family. And there's also people like who have mother and father, but they are divorced, and or one of them is in the hospital. So there is this like you have to imagine like in the war, there's no normality.
Yeah.
Things are upside down. Like you are in surviving mode all the time, and the only thing you think about as a parent is like just to put your kids in a place and in a safe place where they can be feeded, and if they get learned, perfect. So I think my mom and my dad did great for us by putting us in the orphanage. It's like for me, it's regardless of the harshness of this reality of like being an orphan, but they saved our lives because they decided this big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Sometimes,
that would be a hard decision to be away from your children
Yeah.
so much, but it being the best decision for you.
Yeah, like they were like my mom loved my mom is very wise woman. She appreciates education. She never entered school, but she is into like nourishing the brain.
Yeah.
And she always support like anything that you're in school. I'm ready to do anything for you. Just enter school. Be good. Study a little bit. She never entered school, but she was like in this force for us to. I didn't accept it when I was kid because I was struggling with what's that word? Abandonment. Because you don't understand. You don't understand that this is a must. Like you don't have any.
You don't know why your parents are doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
You're just sad because you're away.
Because they're not with me. They decided to put me in that horrible place.
How old were you when you first started there?
7.
7.
I was 7 years old, and then I continued there until I was like 18 and a half, 19.
So all of your
19.
schooling you would spend.
Yeah, and then the orphanage.
Most of your year there, and you said 2.5 months you would get to be home in the summer.
Yeah.
So
nowadays I feel really like things. Took me a while to understand it, but anything harsh in life, anything could be like something that we really think that we hope we never experience it. Because if we didn't experience it, we'd be better people. I think the opposite. I think that horrible thing that happens to you make you strong and make you resilient as you are now. So you could fall into the victimization, being victim all your life. You can choose to be there, or you can be like the other side where you stand for yourself and build yourself. But that thing by itself define like make you stronger, or like it's a matter of existence. When you're born, if you are weak, you will die. The only thing that makes you survive is your structure, your genes, everything about like the energy inside you, the functionality of you as a human. If you have weaknesses, you will be sick and die as a child. The same thing happens in life. Like when bad things happen, while it's happening, it's unbearable. But over time, if it didn't kill you, or it will make you stronger. Hopefully, with more. Hopefully, with good.
You come out
things,
better and it doesn't ruin you as a person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is what is the good stuff about it. But also it has a dark aspect. We could go into that direction.
You could let something destroy you, or you can take it and make something of it and make yourself better. I think once you've done something that's so dark or painful, you learn how to be on the other side of it, and you always want to be on the other side of it. You don't want to go back to a place that makes you feel that way. With my experiences, I think, you want to be on the other side of something dark and rather be in the light.
Yeah, you have the knowledge of sensing when that is approaching. Like you have a radar, you have a system inside your body to protect you from repeating that thing.
Because you've
If you,
experienced it.
yes,
Yeah.
if you get out of it, you will be knowledgeable. Or you can the other way to like the bad stuff is like
Yeah, it's like if you don't beat it, you join it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
You don't want to join into something bad. So
While we're talking about it, where we jump to this, because of the inspiration. So, I think because of this, um, that's my analysis. I don't know if that's right. I'm still searching for the question.
there's no
answers
right.
for
It's
it.
your story of your life that you're sharing. I appreciate you sharing it.
The thing is, I think when you are trapped or you are inside the system and you have to follow the rules all the time, and you don't have much to do with your life while you're a kid. The only escape you can do is back to imagination. So you spend hours and days just like in your head. I think this is also something that I think that my experience when I was a kid helped me structure my escapism, escape reality by going to the mountain something.
And then you have all these surrealist
Yeah.
visions of places
They
that
are more real.
they're
than real
yours.
ones, yeah.
They're places that you have created that are only yours, that you can share visually, but they're only a place you can go to in your mind because it's so fantastical. Well, I like that you tell me that because I can think and perceive your art differently when I look at it, and it makes me think of a story that you would tell, place that you would be. Are your parents still here? Are they still in Lebanon? Do you still keep with them? Do you have family here or outside of the country?
No, just my family. How you build, like, do you know that you want to be an artist and doing this kind of colorful? Do you have a memory of you doing that kind of work when you were like a teenager, and now you're doing it, brings you back that age and joy in it, as if you are like going back into this full of life you.
Mentally, the mindset, yes.
Yeah.
The mindset, yes, because I think that it's like once you leave childhood, you can never get that same view of the world or your same imagination, the way that a child thinks and views the world. Once you pass a certain threshold, even like with you, when your experience, you move from childhood into serious things very quickly. I do feel like that. I feel like I've been able to get back to more of a free way of thinking. But as far as the techniques in the painting and abstract, I never made abstract art when I was younger. That's been something I've progressed to in adulthood, I think, with freeing myself from the structure and the expectations of art and just creating. And I like the colors and I like the movement, and you just, you have that inside of you where you have to create whatever it is. Sometimes I'll build something, sometimes I'll paint something, sometimes I'll just get, like I was telling you with the creating with the cement and the ceramics, you just find something and you feel inspired, like, oh, I wonder what happens if I do this, and enjoying that process, seeing where it takes you. How did you end up moving from primarily painting into getting into sculpture work? Were you always into building with your hands, or did something or some other artists get you involved in that?
Well, in the university, there were just only one class where once in a week, and it's like just only 2 hours in a week. I don't know if it's 1 hour. I think 2 hours in a week. So this teacher, he just like introduced us to clay and to sculpting with ceramic and stuff, and sculpting with clay. I don't know anything about stone sculpting or wood sculpting. It's just like it was introduction. Then I came here and I took. I was searching for a community in Bozeman, and I find that place is called Foundation Studios. It was my best experience where, like, group of artists, they took part of this place and they do their work. It's like everyone has his own corner, and I was like doing my painting. I have my corner, but every day I enter and they are doing their thing, and I was like watching it. And then after like a few months, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I went to them and I began like investigating what kind of play I have to bring. How can I do that? How can I? So they began to share their knowledge with me.
Yeah.
This is how I learned. It wasn't like that. My experience with them is very rich in a way, as if I went to university. It's not a complete university, but the basics. I get the basics, and I play with it with the rest. Okay, so that's how I began doing play and sculpture. Not before. Years, 4 years.
It's so fun whenever you get to try something new and then you just get to play with it. I love that. I love learning new things too. That's really cool that you're able to find a group that was just like, hey, we'll show you how to do all this. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, nothing comes to you like out of the blue. Like I was thinking about I found out I was cleaning my hard drive for a few days ago, and I found out like I have a collection of porcelain and from Google. Like it's been like 2016, 2017.
Like photos you were looking at?
Photos. I was like, I have a folder, a huge folder of like art, ceramic art. So it
Was it
doesn't-
stuff that was like inspiring you that you like? Yeah.
So it doesn't come out of the like I was in that I was wishing, or I didn't know that that would happen to me. I just like you love something and you know you forget about it, and then life will bring it to you. And it's not this is not fiction, this is real. Things comes to you when you drop it out.
Yeah, when it's supposed to.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, I like the color you added in there.
Mhm.
Yeah, where you put the green and the orange up.
Well, I have troubles with the ink. I can't add anything now until it's completely dry, because these, I think it's not watercolor based, but they need it dry.
The dry surface. Yeah, like how we were talking about these markers, you have to let them dry all the way. Cool. We got about 15 minutes left live streaming together.
15.
Yes. So
Wow.
I want to look at your painting. I'm going to take the camera and I'm going to go look at your painting. Do you want to come with me, or do you want me to come back?
Yeah, no, you go first.
I
I don't know how to.
It's okay. That's why I asked you. Oh wait, I don't know if I have to keep this plugged in.
This is the electricity.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can. I have to bring it to Yay! Alright, we can take you off there. You off there. Alright. We're on the move live stream. We're gonna go look at Balsam's artwork, and then we'll come up and wrap up. So, speaking of the surrealism, this is a lot of what her work looks like. And you'll find this on our website too, and if you come in person. So this is her artwork of the D-Day. Lots of really cool details in here. We have had a lot of fun looking and admiring this artwork. These are also Balsam's artwork. This is Fly Away, and this is Spots of Red. Little swing around the gallery and the library, walk you through, and we'll look at the last piece, which is my favorite, which is not Balsam's favorite. But it's mine. That guy there. That I don't think you named this one even, but this is my favorite. You were like, I'm not even giving this a name, but I love it so much. And it is a very impasto. Is this oil?
Oh,
Yeah. So this is oil, and this is very impasto. It makes me want to touch it just so you know what the experience of this painting is like, because it's so beautiful. I love
Thank
impasto
you.
work. You're welcome. Took them on a tour of your little artwork, which I love. I can't wait to see more of it. You have such a variety. Let's see if I can set us back up.
You will come and visit me. So,
Yeah, we are going to come and visit you. I'm excited to.
yeah, that will be lovely.
I didn't mean to say we were going to impose on you, but you do drive far to come see us, and we want to spend time with you and make art.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we will drive to you if you want.
Yeah, that's
come hang out.
definitely. I love it. I love the idea. Well, I will do Lebanese food, and you're invited. I know that you will love it. Did you try Lebanese food before?
The what?
Lebanese food? Did you try Lebanese food before?
No. Wait, maybe yes.
What?
When I was younger, we had an International Village. We have in Pennsylvania, where I'm from, we have a lot of
I
European.
am from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so we have a lot of European. My family was Croatian, so we had a lot of cabbage foods. But I feel like might have had. I feel like, is Lebanese food similar to Greek food at all? Like,
Yeah, there's similarities.
like grape leaves,
Yeah, there is similarities.
baklava.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah.
I probably have had Lebanese.
But it's the same, like almost the same names, or like you can see similarities in names, but the way, like there's a different people, they add maybe different peppers, or they have different way of preparing. But it's not far from Lebanese food. But Lebanese food, when you enter Lebanese food, is Lebanese.
Yeah. What meats are popular? Do you do lamb there?
Yeah, they have them. They have a kibbeh, which is like they bring the breast of the cow. They make it like small.
Like shaved?
They cut it into small, and they mix it with kind of herbs and salt, and then they hit it. They hit it hardly. They hit the
Put all the flavor into it.
Yeah, and they hit the meat, so blend with kind of burger. I don't know. It's like wheat, but it's small, like couscous, but it's not couscous.
Oh,
We'll
like
see.
a grain.
Yeah, it's like wheat, but that wheat is cut into. I don't know how to say it in English.
Like flour?
No, wheat. The actual wheat, actual.
Yeah, like the seed.
The seed, but they cut it into. They blend it.
Okay.
So it's
So
like
it's ground.
Ground into.
Like cinnamon ground? Like how
Not
you
to
grind
flour,
a spice?
not to flour, to smaller parts of the wheat. Like imagine.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
So like pepper, like black pepper, when you grind it and it's still green.
It has a different process. Not maybe like this, but they come out
Like how you do with a mortar and pestle and grind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, maybe. I will show it to you. I will show it in Google.
Maybe we can cook together at your house.
Yeah. I would love that.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be very fun. I'll bring some ingredients.
It's weird to talk and do art at the same time. I don't know.
Did you think that it was better? Did it make you more comfortable being on a live stream while we were
I
making
didn't think
artwork?
about it. I wasn't.
I tricked you.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I wasn't fully aware of it all the time. Sometimes I jumped to it, but it wasn't my. Yeah. But,
I don't mind
it's
it.
weird to talk and do art. Like that's the.
Has it been a long time since you've worked and collaborated? Like, you're used to working by yourself?
Yeah.
A lot, right?
Yeah. So I don't do have this kind of experience. That's weird for me.
I think it kind of helps sometimes that you're not really thinking about what you're doing. You're just on autopilot and It's just happening.
Yeah. I think this is the first time I do it. I never did it with somebody like that training thing. The first thing.
Look at you got a new life experience
Yeah.
today, Balsam.
Well,
Thank you for spending time with me. I'm happy just to be able to sit and paint with
me
you.
too, me too. It's
spend
so
time
fun to
together.
have you, really. You have you as if you're born for that. I don't know. You have this fluently. You know how to ask questions and set the mood. You know. Um, that's that's uh that's something good. That's something. That's something.
That's something.
Yeah.
Being able to talk to people. Look, that's what I learned from doing hair because I had to talk all the time,
Mm,
nonstop.
mm,
Even when you don't want to, that's the one thing you have to do is talk to people.
mm.
But it's a different kind of, in the art community, it's different. I think relationships are stronger in the art community. You immediately build relationships with people that are creative rather than when you're working, it's very superficial, you're not building genuine relationships. It's just a business exchange,
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
hopefully,
there's solitude and solitude.
yeah,
Hopefully for what?
I hope that the people that come in here and buy art, I hope that I cater to people that have a love of the creative community and knowing about people. And I think that was my inspiration behind having this gallery and curating it is art that you want to talk about and want to look at and you want to know about it and it makes you want to know the artist. And I think it makes you find more value in it, not just a monetary value, but you value the hands that made it and the person that made it and valuing art as a job and a career and a lifestyle.
Mm.
I'll find the word for it. I'm looking for another word. It'll come to me. So have you all of your life had your art as your career, as your income?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I survived in this time moment. Like my art was like money very essential in my life, and I did work for other artists and get money. Like I was labor for other artists to do the project. Yeah. And,
What kind of projects? Big projects?
Yeah, it's like most of them are what they call it. Oh, words.
Signs?
No,
Advertising?
no, it's
Copy?
yes, copy.
Reproduction?
Yes, copy. They have an idea and I just like do the idea.
Oh, so they would inspire it and then you would make it come to life.
I'm the painter.
So they weren't really an artist, they were just the idea.
Well, they are. There's an art called they do that. It's a conceptual art. Conceptual art is like you have an idea, you bring other people to do the labor because you have the idea. So that's what not all the conceptual artists, but
So would you do that for like authors?
no, for conceptual artists. There
So
are artists.
so you're making art. You're making art on a canvas? Or
Yeah.
art? Oh.
Let's say conceptual artists is like more like it's like between. It's not performance, but it's like let's say they have an idea of changing this place, like adding the decor, finishing something, doing a sculpture, or having a design of sculpture. They want to put that sculpture in this place. They want the walls to be like a painting of, let's say, Velasquez, big painting or classical painting somewhere. They want the light to, so this is their idea. This is a conceptual art.
Okay.
This artist is a conceptual artist. He put a plan. He decided everything, and he is very famous. He has money. He has some sponsors, and he contacts the artists who can produce that kind of work.
Oh.
So I will be a labor to produce that work, and he will get the name. I will get the money and salary from my knowledge of how to produce.
Oh.
But he is the one who designed everything, and he could take all the credits because he is the
Yeah.
conceptual artist. He's came up with.
And then he finds each artist to do each different piece, like a sculptor or a painter or whatever he needs done.
If you find an artist who can do them all, he will be lucky.
He will give you a picture of him and say, make it look like this, make all these pieces.
Yeah, he will design it. Like there will be every wall, like a picture of it. Like, this is, I want to put it in this place, that much far from the other wall, this much far from the ceiling. Exactly, I want to print it out, this size, whatever the ceiling will be. Like all this sculpture, I wanted this size.
I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
No, well, there's a different. Well, yeah, like it begins in the 50s and 60s, but way before. And like.
Well, it makes me think of interior design, but I've never thought of it broken down like that.
It's not interior design. It could be, but it's not interior design. It's like more concept ideas. Like
Yeah.
Where it's like philosophy combining with ideas ideas about life, ideas about politics.
Every piece of it is the work of art itself.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
combination of it, or it could be like working.
Oh, so it's like an installation too.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, okay.
It's a conceptual art.
I understand.
It's
That would be
there-
fun.
well, there's
For a while.
artists still. There are still artists nowadays. Like they are.
I always wonder how they do that, especially in museums where there's such big installations. I just saw one that was like tiny pieces of red string and they made like a whole tunnel of it.
Yeah.
But installing something like that becomes an exhibit would be
Yeah.
so difficult.
They even like do that themselves, or they will like need workers and artists like.
Yeah, to assist and put it all together.
to understand the artists or engineers, or they understand the plan and they can like do it the way he wanted. Like a teamwork.
Yeah, I understand what you
So
mean. now.
I was like I worked like that and I got money and I sell some work. I did shows. That's how I didn't.
Are you a secret famous artist, Balsam?
No,
I
I'm
think
not
you are.
famous. I'm famous for people who know me.
I hope everybody can become famous artists while they're alive.
Yeah, like famous and rich.
Rich.
They could be famous
While
by
they're
tour,
alive.
by the road.
Yeah.
I mean, not rich. At least like living the decent life, like
Having enough.
having the life. I mean, being an artist could be like why all kind of natures you can get money out of it. But art is not a business. Like you create it if you like. How can I say?
You have to freelance
You
everything.
have, yes, you can have a business in art if you do it by yourself.
You have to work for yourself.
Yeah.
You can't
But
go
if-
get hired, like
If the government, for
get a job as
example,
an artist.
yeah, you can't say to the government that I'm an artist. Okay, this is not a job.
Yeah.
You will not get anything from it. But if you are plumber, you have
a trade. Art doesn't
Yeah.
count really as
Yeah.
a trade.
exactly. But everything that money flow because of art and you, like the money that is throw or put on art is huge.
Do you think it's all just a money laundering scheme? Do you think that's how rich people launder their money?
Well,
Or
there is yeah, there is aspect of it, but also there's art like collectors who really love art. Like there is people who really love art as well. It's both, I think. Not only it's a currency,
yes.
but also there is rich people who are really who they are really encouraging us and they love us. So we can't like say, I think like it's purely kind. Very people who are
I'm looking for them. I'm finding those investors for it. It's coming. If you're an investor, hey, we need your money.
even the idea of beauty is not like you can't like produce art just because you want to show the beauty. Even the question of like, is art supposed to be beautiful? Or, like that question is also important. It's not everything in art is beautiful.
Yeah, because everybody has a different idea of what beautiful is to them. Or I think that some people, a piece of art does speak to you. It makes you feel a certain way. It makes you have a memory. You never know how something you make will affect somebody or what it will make them think. There's all different, I guess, reasons that drive you to want a piece of art or appreciate a piece of art.
For example, this piece talks with me.
Mariah?
Mariah?
Yeah,
Kaglia? Am I saying
I
right?
think Kegel.
Kegel? Oh, I'm not rich enough to buy, but I love this piece.
I
I
became
love it.
friends with her online and just liking her artwork. It's so different and
Yeah.
I love the texture.
It's just
That
yummy.
you want to touch it. Yeah, it is. The colors.
Just makes me feel good if it's in my house.
It's
Every
so
time
fun.
yeah, I will feel good. I'll feel good.
It's very whimsical and it looks like they had a lot of fun creating it and it's kind of silly but it could say a lot of things, but I just love to look at it. You can just look at it for a long time.
I see it's not dark. A combination of
it is. It could be dark, but it could be playful.
It can be scary, but then the combination is that eye that comes up like, looking at you right away. Say, I don't know, are you talking with me? Do you want something? Really?
Yeah, it could be a little disturbing.
Yeah.
So, did you enjoy Asheville? What did you guys do in Asheville?
I went to see my friend.
Oh, okay.
And, it was really beautiful experience. He's my friend from university in Lebanon. Since I was like I told you I moved to the university.
Yeah.
He was with me.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's really.
And then you both ended up here, so close to each other.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's very close to each other. Of all the places you could have gone.
I lived in Asheville before him, and he moved to Asheville.
Oh, so you had lived there previously. I remember you telling me about Asheville.
A few months after I settled down in Asheville, he came. So it's we forget, like humans forget. Like this is how we survive. Without forgetting, I think we would be living the misery every single day. We have to forget.
Yeah.
And most of the time we forget the good stuff. Like we don't forget something very harsh, you find yourself forgetting the good stuff as well. But
I guess that's the saying, you take the good with the bad. Could think of that too.
Yeah.
It all goes together.
Yeah.
So did you forget a lot of your good memories and then you're reminded when you're with your friend?
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, like, the people they know you, and they have part of you with them. So when they come, I come here, I have a memory of you. When I go, you gave me part of you with me. If I die, that part of who you are with me died with me. You don't have a memory of that particular thing.
Because you're a different version of yourself with everyone at a different point in time.
Like
your friend knew you when you were younger, so it's a whole different Balsam that he knows.
If we collect all the people who knows me, put them together in one room, and they let them like write something about what you know about them, and they may the way they see me from outside, the way I interact, they have balsam, like they construct AR balsam of their memory.
Yeah.
So every one of them is like they have part of me living.
Yeah.
And
And it's
that's why-
almost a different version of you too.
Yeah.
Everybody sees you differently. You're a different version of yourself for every different person.
Yeah.
Especially at a different point in your life. Because as you get older and grow, you're always changing. You're different.
That's why like the old people, I think it's like it's really we have to be prepared for the idea that when we grow older, we will lose a lot. We will lose a lot of people we know, and by losing these people, we're not only like we are alone, not lonely, we are alone. We are losing the memory of who we are with them. So they are going one after another, and you have to like taking care of these people, like even the bad ones. Like you have part of you is with these people.
Yes.
I mean, that's why when I met again, maybe my friend, maybe Joe, I was blessed. It's like I don't have a memory. It's no memory of what's happening, and he's like bringing me back.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. It's really amazing. And years, it's been years, you know. It's like not
And you just have and then they bring the memories back that have been gone for so long, and
yeah.
now you can have them again.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a blessing to meet with the old fellows.
Yeah, it is. I tell people that if you don't, I used to tell my kids that if you don't go away, then I can't miss you.
Well, yeah.
I don't think I've ever painted on something like that. That wood
The wood.
that you have,
Ah,
that
yeah.
panel. That's
Yeah.
nice.
It has because it's not a fabric.
Yeah.
I think makes you feel like you can broke it. You can do that. You know, you can
Yeah.
do something. Like it's wood. It will never. You know. While there, you can you keep like saying to canvas, you may broke it if you stick a knife. But here, no, you can break a knife. I mean, the possibility.
I know what you mean.
For example, if you are working on paper, you have to be sensitive as the paper.
Yeah, because you'll rip it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Or you can go extremes and rip it.
Yeah.
But that's the paper telling you that I'm so sensitive. You more like this is my limit. You can destroy me and make me garbage or whatever the culture, but I'm not paper anymore. You shift me to something else. This can be broken. This like it can hold.
It's sturdy.
Yeah. It's like even if you do something, it continue being that same shape and flat. And
have you ever carved before? Have you carved stamps before or carved into linoleum and stuff? And done prints like that?
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I like that stuff.
I carved wood actually.
Did you?
Oh yes, it's really good experience.
I've seen people carve and whittle small pieces of wood. I think that would hurt my hands, but it's fun to watch. I like to watch a lot of people make their things. I like to watch a lot of book making. Have you made paper before or created books before?
No, but
it's fun.
It's good, huh?
It is a lot of fun. Like the paper pulp, and you grind it up in a blender, and then it's on a screen.
You make it
and you make paper.
I saw it in Instagram.
Yeah, I like to watch that kind of stuff be done and book binding, and I got to do some of that when I was in college. Printmaking is a lot of fun. It was nice to learn a lot of different things. It's fun when you meet, like you did out in, where were you at, Montana?
Foundation Studios, the artists, and
what was the name of the town?
Bozeman.
Bozeman, that's what it is. Yeah, like out there when you stumble upon another artist who does that for a living, and then they can teach you and refresh you. So I love.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful how generous people could be, because you know, like giving is taking at the same time. Giving is taking. So when you give something, you feel that we were having joy moments, you know, like they were like, giving me some kind of advice, and they were seeing what I'm doing at the end of the process, you know, and we were ladies together. Um, it's really good. People, I don't think, I don't think people have this, like the main nature of the human being. I think that they have goodness more than that. So
I agree. Just
the nature of humans have the goodness there. That's maybe what I want to believe, so I can continue my day without thinking.
Well, that's why I like enjoy when you. That makes me think of community, you know, and you can feel that when you're amongst a creative community is different. It feels like everything becomes more simple, and a lot of that structure and chaos from everyday life kind of dies away whenever you enter into a creative environment.
Yeah. Yeah. Are your children have the artist aspect like you?
My daughter does, but she does not enjoy it anymore. She would do portraits and faces. She can draw herself from memory over and over and over again, self-portraits. So I am hoping that she will come back to a place where she understands how much talent she has and appreciates it. But I had to kind of let that go. She was in an art high school, and I just think her life experiences that she was having in her peer groups affected her views on art and her talent. And I think she'll come back to it. I hope she does. She's very talented. But she doesn't, she's the opposite of my father was in medical, and that wasn't for me. I wanted to be creative and be art. And you know, you have parents that are like, no, don't, you have no future in that. Me with my children and my daughter, I, you know, want her to be an artist. I'm, you know, pushing that. And then I had to stop because she's like, that's not what I want to do. And she's like, no, you know, you can't be an artist in real life, you know. So I had to just let her do her own thing. She's going to be 19 now. She's
19.
Yeah.
I thought she's like 15 or something.
No,
She's
Lucy is
beautiful,
19, and then Logan.
She's the elder?
She's older, and then Logan is just finishing high school. He's 17. He'll be 18 in June, so they'll both be grown up. So I had to kind of back up and let her make her own decisions for herself and not push it. But I kind of am doing what I want to do though, because I mean, while she doesn't want to, I'm like, well, that's what I want to do, and I'm gonna make it work somehow.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
Sure. I saw her, and she's like, she has a free spirit, you know, like. She has a free spirit.
She does. She told me once she wants to be a professional fairy, and I'm like, well, do it. Dress up like a fairy and go be a professional fairy. You could do whatever you want.
What that means, professional?
You know, it's like a fairy that has like wings, like fairy fantasy.
Wow. Yeah.
I said, go ahead, you can. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can go to people's birthday parties. They'll hire you to show up and be pretty and be a little magical fairy.
Exactly. That if she really into it, that's what people want the energy, the vibe.
Yeah.
She really wants.
Well, she was just joking, but I'm like, no, seriously, go ahead. I mean, I have lots of friends. Everybody's creative in their own way. Sometimes you want to wear your creativity, and that's who you are. I have friends that do that too. I support whatever they want to do, as long as they're happy and doesn't make them miserable.
Is there something you you wish you begin doing before? Like, are you like accepting that nowadays in this age you are going back to art in this age? Are you allowing it, saying, okay, I'm fine. I feel like that's my time now. You don't get lucky. You messed up, or who are not in the art for a long time. Are you okay with entering it now?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy that I'm
Yeah.
entering it now.
Yeah.
I feel like I've kind of spiritually and different facets of my life have culminated to this point where everything feels right.
Yeah.
Like me and the kids over the summertime, you know, we're dealing with a lot of them moving into adulthood and a lot of emotional things, and I feel like we got through a lot through that time. But how you talked about you have these things you experience in your life that can be dark and you either choose to be this way or the other way.
Yeah.
It's definitely those experiences in life that make you who you are, and you come out on the other side of things, and you wouldn't be who you are if you hadn't lived your life the way that it's progressed.
Yeah.
I really started to believe that, you know, things happen in their right time, and that's just how it's kind of ordained, and I let myself be open to that and kind of surrender to those ideals of, you know,
Yeah.
not having control over things and letting things be as they are.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of my life being kind of a perfectionist and a control freak, and, you know, it doesn't really serve you to be that way.
Come to me. I'm still having problems with that.
Do you?
Oh yeah, with myself.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind with other people, but when it comes to me, it's weird. Like you're open to others, but maybe because you know that you could do better, or you begin pushing yourself, and because you're stubborn. That's how I see it myself. Like I'm stubborn, and I want it my way, and if it didn't go my way, I will keep like pushing. But when my sister talks with me, let's say, or somebody I care about, they are talking about this, I was like, I'm very smooth with them. Like I would be like, hey, take it easy or something. But for me, then I don't know why I'm harsh on myself, maybe because I know that I can do better. But when I'm like talking with somebody else, I have this like understanding of how hard it is.
You're not as patient with yourself as you are with other people. You give
Uh,
everybody much more grace than you give yourself.
Yeah, it's like I'm okay with like pushing myself. It's somebody came to me and he's pushing, he starts like trying to push me, you know, like challenging and push me. I will be happy, personally. I will be happy. I need that. But I'm a person who is harsh on myself.
I definitely agree. Like I can perform a lot under pressure with a deadline. If somebody says you have to do this, I will pull it out. Like how I said I don't like to draw certain things. I don't like to do that, but if it was like pressure to do that, I could pull it off and perform and do a really good job.
Yeah. You'll be amazed by the wow, I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm on the other side of like things that put stress on me. I try to enjoy things rather than challenge myself because I feel like I've always done that. So I don't get any satisfaction from it anymore. But I don't know. I think I'm more in a place where I'm trying to do for others more than I do for myself now too, and I enjoy that more. I will put up everybody else's artwork before I'm putting up my own artwork. I enjoy that, you know, I enjoy doing for other people and being able to provide for other people or, you know, something of that nature. That I feel like that makes me feel satisfied with life, you know. It gives you a satisfaction with life because there's so much that's out of your control and there is so much bad, and you know, you can only do a little bit of good, and you gotta be happy with what you can do.
I think
Look who it is! Hi, Abby! I forgot you were coming! Hi!
Hello.
Welcome!
You?
Oh, your little ears are cold. This is Balsam. Balsam,
Hi.
this is Abby.
How are you? I didn't know you. How are you?
We're live on this camera. Can see and hear you. See your work.
Oh, we can like wrap if you want to take it to Woo. Is she getting ready to do anything?
I can go check in.
Okay.
And then we can switch it to
All right, cool. We were just doing a little talking and painting and on the live stream and hanging out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. We're done. I like this place.
Thank you. There's a ton to look at. This is the gallery, and then we have a library in there, and there's art up everywhere. And
I'll look around. You guys are talking.
yeah, you're welcome to hang out with us too. We're just live streaming and chilling, and you know, talking about life and philosophy, huh?
I don't know what I did,
What
but
do you mean?
it's
It looks great. Oh, I like the dripping. Let me
Yeah.
see. Make it closer.
but I think I have to put something here. Let me
Do it. Do your
kind
thing.
of
It's beautiful.
do it.
I have to write on mine. I don't know if I have those little markers to finish mine. Is Lou reading tonight?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work on these though.
I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over that way. All right, hey everyone, I'm Michael Armanno. I'm one of the founding members. I'm about to walk around the house and talk about stuff. So, hi, hello, welcome. This is our retail lounge. This is where we have featured artists, both in our gallery collection and in our retail lounge. We have featured segments here for our $150 members. They can reserve a space in our retail lounge. That also comes with certified appraisals for your work. Workspace, unlimited access to our campus here. And you can also host workshops and events here too, which is a very fantastic opportunity for you to make money off of your membership. That's what we're all here for. We all want to make money. I don't pay, X amount of dollars a month for nothing. We're here to support the arts. So come out, host a workshop. It could be anything. We have a stage that you're going to see here in a little bit on Bespoken For. We also have our little retail gallery where you can come do a meet and greet, do an artist reception, do a little pop-up if you want. We also have a beautiful courtyard area in the front garden as well. And our library, which is really nice for more intimate settings. I'll show you that next. So we'll walk through there. As we pass by, you're going to see a number of lovely art on the wall. This is from our featured gallery collection, curated by the wonderful Amber Lee. Don't forget to vote for her Best Local Weirdo for the Folio Weekly Best of Awards. I'm actually in the running for Best Dressed myself. My company is in the running for the third year in a row for Best Tailored. I promise if we win Best Tailored, it'll be a great show for you at the Folio Wrap Party. As we walk through campus here, as I mentioned, you're going to see a lot of stuff. We actually have some new work from John Hawkins, Modern Slow on Instagram. You're going to definitely want to come out and check that out. This is our resource library here. The resource library is a great place. Let me get some light. Bing. This is our great space for intimate settings. We also have a podcast studio and a production suite right over here. So if you are hosting a live show or a live event, live stream, anything like that, you want to sit down and do interviews, we have all the capabilities for you to be able to host your live stream. We also have media producers as well. So if you don't know how to do all this stuff or you're not sure you want to take that on, we have media producers that we can partner you with here in the artisan community that can help produce your content, your show, your YouTube, your live stream, you name it, we can help with it. This is a really great space for you if you're an entry-level artisan or creative, or even if you are a master artisan. We have members from a variety of different levels. Sorry, I lost my breath there. We have members at a variety of different levels and a lot of different programming and opportunity as well. So I'm gonna try not to hang out in the courtyard because we have our live show streaming here, so it'll start feedback, echo in like a hot second. And here is our production studio. I'm gonna go ahead and get us set up on a little live action here. Excellent, excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this mic, turn the hot mic on. Bespoken For. This is an open style, open mic event. This is the finale for 2023. We're coming up on our 1-year anniversary here at Bespoke House Artisan Community. We, in the past month, have earned over 20 new members. We have over 100 new pieces of art available in our retail store and our galleries. Tonight we're going to be featuring a handful of members. It's an open platform too, so if you want to come in, you want to sit down for the hot mic, you are welcome. We got 2 chairs and a microphone. What more do you need? Come by and chat with us. Let's learn a little bit more about your art and what we can do here at Bespoke House through our fantastic programming that we offer and our fantastic members and their creatives. So we're going to get the show started here soon. While we go ahead and curate the list, go ahead and listen to some music, enjoy. Let us know if there's any comments, questions you have about Bespoke House, what we have to offer. And keep in mind that if you subscribe for $5 and you're also a 20 Knots member, when we hit 600 subscribers, we're going to be giving away our Hot Rod production computer to one of our 20 Knots members. So definitely join us here at Bespoke House this evening. We're going to kick it off here. We may even have a little bit of a book reading from one of our authors here. And we'll let you know about some upcoming events too. If you caught the Drip Report earlier in the evening,
Kroger Delivery will make your dollars stretch with great deals on ingredients to make your holiday favorites. Thanks to our professional drivers and refrigerated trucks, you can get Kroger delivered to your door, even if you don't live near a Kroger store. Order online now at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Enjoy your Boost by Kroger membership for 50% off. Clip your digital coupon and enroll to get fee-free delivery for less than $30 a year. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Who do you see when you look in the mirror?
Someone who wants to make change in their community.
Who do you see when you look in the mirror?
Someone who's striving for more.
Who do you see when you look in the mirror?
Someone who is just getting started.
You have the power to create the change you want to see with Walden University. It's time to join more than 174,000 alumni making change happen. Walden University. Set a course for change. Visit waldenu.edu.
Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Michael Armanno, your Duval drip broker. I want to invite you into the Calypso Couture showroom here at Bespoke House. I want to thank you all for tuning in. This is the Drip Report from the Jack's Local Radio Show. And I want to thank you for coming in, watching the video. If you've been out here, fantastic. If you haven't, I want to give you an exclusive opportunity to talk a little bit more about what you do. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about what I do. As the Drip Broker, my bread and butter is in bespoke wardrobes. I create sustainable, lifelong, long-lasting garments for folks who make them feel confident. It makes them empowered, and I find the perfect fit for you. And we use sustainable fabrics and tailoring techniques from the old world, and we use new world technology to create something fantastic. So the reason I want to invite you all out here to Bespoke House and to join me here in the Calypso Couture showroom is to join me and sit down on the Drip Report with the Jack's Local Radio Show. We're going to be interviewing fine artisans from across the First Coast to learn a little bit more about their aspirations, their goals, how they got here, and how we as a community can support the Duval and Jacksonville local creative scene. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. This is the Calypso Couture showroom, and thank you for tuning in to the Drip Report with the Jacksonville Local Radio Show. Hey everyone, I'm Michael Armanno, the Drip Broker, and I'm here at Bespoke House. I have a really amazing opportunity for you and for me and for all of the creators, artisans, small business owners, and entrepreneurs here in the Jacksonville area. I would love to introduce to you the Drip Report. You can find me here at Bespoke House, and we're going to sit down and we're going to be talking with artisans about their inspiration, their upcoming endeavors, their aspirations, their goals, and what it takes to be an artisan here on the First Coast. So if you want to join us here on the Drip Report, I would love for you to reach out to me. Join us for a tour here at Bespoke House. We are going to be having a fantastic time getting to know these First Coast artisans. Thanks for watching the Drip Report on the Jack's Local Radio Show.
Next level.
Hey everyone, this is Michael Armanno here with the Drip Report from the Jack's Local Radio Show. I am your Drip Broker, and I am here today with the blindest of bears, Blind Bear Art, my friend Josh, also a founding member here at Bespoke House. I'm happy to have you in the hot seat today. We're talking about artisan stuff, you know, what's going on in the scene, why we're doing things, what you're doing, what you're up to. So first of all, tell us a little bit more about your glass work. You know, you're actually a widespread artist. You do artwork of all different varieties, but you're known for your glass. So tell us a little bit more about the glass work and, you know, why you found Bespoke House, ideal for your future endeavors.
Well, as far as the glasswork goes, I do everything from pendants to pipes and rigs. So I try to go all over. It's all artistic, though. I really like the idea of the artistic side of the functional glass world. So I've been expanding a lot into that. I've definitely focused the last 4 years of my life into moving into the glass world and getting that going pretty hefty. And you know, Bespoke House just made sense because we were all sitting on the same idea, and I needed to change space. You needed space. Like, we all needed to grow, and it just made sense to facilitate that. And then when we found the property, you know, it was perfect. We were able to create the kind of space that I would have loved 10 years ago as a brand new artist, like trying to figure out how to make it and market myself.
Yeah, and I feel like we've definitely found that other artisans of the same caliber, different mediums even, have found that same need. We actually have had quite a few guests come through Bespoke House since we've even opened. Even though we've been open a few months, we've had quite a few people come from out of town, visit our glass studio, stay overnight, utilize our amenities. So it's been a really great opportunity for collaboration.
We're actually currently hosting 2 artists from out of town, 2 extremely amazing artists.
Yeah, so that's one of those things that we really want to hone in on. We want to give these artisans an opportunity to have the freedom of creativity. That's some of the things that I've really been happy with, being able to sit around and talk about these different ideas. I mean, we're working on hand-blown glass buttons for custom suits. You know, you wouldn't think these two worlds collide, but then you get together, you start thinking about things and like, man, these markets, these demographics, they're very similar, you know, and they appreciate those fine arts. And that's what we want to focus and highlight.
Spontaneous collaboration.
Yeah, spontaneous collaboration. It's one of the values here at Bespoke House. That's kind of how this all came together. You know, it literally was me hanging out in the glass studio with these guys, and we were like, man, we should find something that can accommodate all this stuff. And we did, and we are doing that now. So it's been really cool. So, you know, speaking on that, what is one of those things that you are excited about that we offer here at Bespoke House to get artisans in and like have those opportunities that you didn't have 10 years ago?
Workspace. That means so much, to have a space that you can utilize and dedicate for your craft, get into your right mindset, be able to get into your zone and not be distracted by your kid screaming, or the fact that you've got dishes in your sink that need to get done, or the ability to be there as well as commingle with other artists, because that whole spontaneous collaboration idea, it's not just what can we do together, but how can we inspire each other. So the ability to just talk shop and discuss other creative endeavors helps progress myself. Even that's one of the most exciting things about even me at my current stage of art in Bespoke House, is the fact that there's constant growth and inspiration to come from even talking with musicians. And hell, the inspiration I've gotten from a clothier, you wouldn't think that the borosilicate world, that make pipes for a living and pendants, you wouldn't think that that would go with bespoke tailoring, but we've gotten several different ideas that are in the works that I think are going to blow people's minds. So I think that's I'm most excited about, is the actual ability to offer that space and that creative home, if you would, here at Bespoke House.
Yeah, it definitely makes a big difference, especially if you're working from home or you're working remotely. A lot of jobs nowadays, all you need is a laptop. So having a space that you can come out that is safe and secure, and it has an environment that you're willing to express your creativity, I think it's huge. Having that dedicated space where otherwise, you would have to go buy a big warehouse, or you have to buy a retail space, or you need to pay for an office. Like, that can be a big expense. It can be a big hurdle for a lot of up and coming artisans, and even master artisans. It may be too much of an expense if you're not going to utilize all of those things. You can find a place like this, Bespoke House, another co-working space. There are tons of really great art spaces in Jacksonville that cater to these type of things. So that's kind of what we wanted to be able to utilize the space for, is to be able to have these type of conversations and then feature our local artisans. And that's what we hope to do here with the Drip Report. And that's exactly why we host it. And then not only that, but we also have the Midnight Drip with our host Blind Bear. So this is only one part of that bigger equation. There's more pieces of the puzzle that come through when you're working with other artisans. You don't have to do it on your own. They say it takes a village, and that is no doubt. The artisan community, we have to support each other. We're not competitors. We're collaborators. That's the way we want to frame things.
There is no competition. I'm in my own lane, so you will be too. That's kind of how we want to run this. We're going to help you forge that own lane, so you don't feel like you're in competition with anybody else. Even the crafters in your same field, like, we all do our own thing. So we want to cultivate that harmonious art environment, so we can be the best artists we can be.
Yeah, I think we've definitely demonstrated that, especially through your glass shop here with the Blind Pickle Studio at Bespoke House. I've seen so many different glass artists. Like, I'm not a part of this world, so I've met so many glass artists. I probably know more than most of you viewing this right now. And that's wild, because they come here and they've been able to work together and learn from each other and collaborate. And it's been a really cool journey so far. We're looking forward to doing a lot more here with the Drip Report, with the Jack's Local Radio Show. I want to thank Blind Bear, Josh, for coming out. This has been a great opportunity to talk a little bit more about the upcoming endeavors that we have here at Bespoke House and in your personal world. Can you tell us where they can find you? Obviously, they can find you here at Bespoke House, usually for the evening shifts during the Midnight Drip. You can take a look at that as well. We'll link that here in the article. But where else can they find you online?
I'm on Instagram and Facebook. If you go check me out on Instagram, it's blindbear_official. Instagram hates glass blowers, so you're gonna have to actually type it all out. It'll be my cool little bear logo. And then Blind Bear Art on Facebook is where you can find me there. I'll be linking to a website that's in the works over the next week or so. And Florida Grove's coming up, and Earth Fest are two festivals you can catch me at. I'll be blowing glass live at both of those. Earth Fest is April 21st through 23rd out at Maddox Ranch. I definitely highly recommend you come out. You'll get a chance to come schmooze with a bunch of other artists and vendors. It's a really good time. And Florida Grove's is a Cannabis Fest down near Orlando. I don't remember the dates exactly right offhand, but if you go look up Florida Grove Fest 2023, it comes up immediately. So those are the two most immediate events coming up. If you guys want to come check out the glass blowing live, you can always shoot me a message. I work a lot of night shifts, so come by at the end of the week on the evenings and I'll give you a little demo. You can take a tour.
Absolutely. So not only can you check out these upcoming events, but if you're watching this after the fact, feel free to schedule a tour here at Bespoke House. You can get a tour here from Blind Bear or myself or one of our other partners or members here. We want to thank you for watching again. This is the Drip Report with the Jack's Local Radio Show. Thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate y'all.
you'd like to help support the show promoting local talent, please cash app us at money signs Jack's Local Radio Show.
From the day of our inception, our mission has been to restore the art form of handcrafted clothing and bring it to the masses. Custom clothing isn't just for the big wigs anymore. You can look sharp while staying well within your budget. One of the greatest benefits we deliver is that everything you see fits you perfectly. Each garment is specifically handcrafted just for you. Backed by our 8 generations of bespoke tailoring, we have taken the outdated process of driving to a retail store and selecting from the limited, off-the-rack options. We have analyzed every aspect of both getting dressed and shopping for clothes. And we're happy to say we have created a better and more modern method. One of our happy customers. He is ecstatic with the difference in how his custom-tailored suit fits compared to the off-the-rack suits in his wardrobe. We are striving to bring that same confidence and smile to you. We are passionate about what our family does and are excited to begin creating custom clothing made just for you.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. My name is Michael Armanno. I'm the Drip Broker here for the Jack's Local Radio Show, and you are tuning in to the Drip Report. I have some amazing artisans here today. CC and Rhythm are traveling glass blowers, and they are based out of Ohio, but I guess you could say they're actually based wherever they are now because you are on the road quite a bit, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
That's
been on the road the past month.
Yeah, so you love the travel. I like it. You guys actually have your own rig. You guys are traveling around, and you're stopping by tons of glass blowing shops and festivals. Like, tell me a little bit more about your journey throughout.
Of course. So we started a little over a month ago. We left Ohio and we headed up to Pennsylvania, where we stopped at a couple different friends' studios and shops and collaborated on some really cool pieces. We headed down to Asheville, North Carolina, where we attended a banjo seminar, a banjo and karma seminar, which was one of the biggest glass events or seminars that we could have probably gone to, correct?
Yeah, I'd say banjo is probably one of the best glass blowers in the industry right now. It was definitely a really cool seminar.
So once we finished that, we headed down here, and this is our second time to be a guest and experience the Bespoke House before. So we were super grateful to be here.
Yeah, we're actually very happy you stopped by this time around. The first time they came around, we had just got into the property, so they actually saw this place long before many of you have. And not only did they come through and do some collaborative work in our glass studio, but now they're back for more, and they're going to be staying with us for a little bit. So I wanted to get the opportunity to sit down and talk a little bit more about the different things that you do, because you guys have been basically every time you come through, I come in and these other glass blowers that I work with, they're like, man, I look at these pieces. They're always showing me all these different pieces, and they're like, look at all this cool stuff. And it's wild. It's hard for me to wrap my head around. But you were mentioning banjo. That's a name that even I know, and I'm not in the glass world at all. So that's a great opportunity, it sounds like. What are some of the other opportunities that you guys have gotten into? Is there anything you're looking forward to or aspire to get involved with along the journey here?
This year we have the Michigan Glass Project coming up. That's in June. That's like a big, it's in Detroit, and all these glass artists from all around the world come together, and they all donate all these pieces, and then everything gets silent auctioned off, and all the proceeds go to Detroit art schools. So that's a big one that we're doing this year. She actually got invited to blow glass there, and then we'll have a booth.
We also are leaving here in about a month, and we will be going to Mulberry Mountain in Arkansas, where we'll be being live glass performers for some really big bands that include like the Floozies, Big Gigantic.
Backwoods Music Festival. It's a String Cheese Incident, Pigeons Playing Ping Pong.
Pigeons,
yeah, there's a bunch of good artists out there.
That's fantastic. So you guys, it sounds like you have a lot of cool stuff coming up. Tell me a little bit more about what you would like to see out of your glass blowing skills. Is there anyone you're looking forward to meeting, or any particular studios you're looking to stop by and maybe work with some other artists?
So I guess the biggest thing that I want to take with my glass career is combining glass with like the idea of global healing for us as a community of artists, not just glass artists. So I just want to focus on being able to put my love and my energy into my art, and then that being able to be spread to other people that are maybe going through a hard time, and then my energy of that love can be spread into them and get them through hard times. So my goal overall in all the years that continue, hopefully, in my glass career is to spread kindness and positivity.
Got me beat on that one. My goal is to, I always want to continue to grow. I just never stop growing, learn new shit every day, collab with everyone possible.
Yeah, I think that's definitely been one of the most exciting parts about having you both come through, is just seeing all the creative work that has come together with our other members here in the Glass Studio, but then also the things that come from it from beyond that. You know, you actually had mentioned a project that you were doing where some of the proceeds were going to a good cause. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
So I guess I could let you guys know too. I should have said earlier. My name is CC Kitty Glass on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you go to look. And I make cats out of glass. So I started 2 winters ago, and when I made my first cat pendant, I was like, I'm gonna donate $5 of every single cat pendant to shelters. And we're about 2 years in now, right? And I've raised a little under $2,000 for shelters. I have actually paid for 2 cats' surgeries in full. So there's
2 little kitties' lives.
Very nice.
There's 2 little cats' lives. So that's definitely what keeps me going, and is like where I talk about putting your love into your art. I've always loved cats, so being able to combine that, give back, and make my art, it's like a beautiful blessing.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a very exciting thing that I love to see artisans get involved with. I know we do quite a bit of different things here. We try to give back to local organizations. We try to give people amenities and opportunities to be able to expand on their offerings, you know? So it's been really great to have you out here. Next time you come through Bespoke House, is there anything that you're excited to see? Do you want to see anything new next time you come on?
Honestly, I do want to take a second and say how impressed and honored I am to be a guest at this house. From seeing it months ago to see where it's came now, and for them to provide such a welcoming and heartwarming and comfortable place for us to create, which is so important. The vibes must be right to create art. So I want to thank you for this.
Appreciate that.
And if anybody is ever interested in creating down here, please hit me up, or or them, and I'll give you all the info I can, or send you to them, because it's a great opportunity for any artist.
Excellent. Yeah, we definitely we value spontaneous collaboration, so it's always good to have guests involved that aren't from the First Coast, because it gives us an opportunity to see the world through different perspective, through a different lens. Even as a clothier, as a creator, all the things you do inspire me to be able to challenge myself and to collaborate and connect with other creators. So how can folks out there connect with you? What are the best ways to get to you? Do you have a website, social media channels? Where can we find you?
Yeah, if you look up rhythmglassart.com, or you can search CC Kitty Glass.com, and that's our website.
How's the mic, Mikey?
It can hear you.
Like I can talk that loud, it's okay?
Yeah, but we could probably do a little better if we do this.
Alright, yeah, I want to do this one. It's called Pressure. Am I on the, I'm on the mic?
Yeah, I'm gonna move the mic though.
Okay, I'll wait.
It's obscuring you. We're gonna drop it.
Oh, just in time. Bethany, I'm about to start a poem. What? I think he came for open mic. Yeah, he's with his daughter right this moment, but if we could invite him. I'm going to do a non-PG song right this second. Poem right this moment. We ready? Okay, hey, thanks for being here. Mikey's here too. Oh, and there's Balsam. Oh, I got the echo. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna read some of my poetry. This one's from my book. Yeah, I haven't yet. Yeah, so for perfect timing. Thank you for being here. Oh, good. Well, get ready for the darkness. This is spoken word from my poetry book, A Dark Night of my soul work, A Dark Night of the Soul. But really, like I heard someone else capture is these similar words that I'll say, and so however it comes out of me is how I just accepted it. Was that it was actually the darkest night of your ego and the brightest night of your soul. And I was like, whoa, because I'm always picturing it as this like dark space where light was coming in and light was being shed on things that I wasn't like willing to address, or maybe didn't understand like the complexity and the weight of it. Like I'm carrying around without not understanding what it is, right? So I always like saw the light coming in and the book getting lighter and lighter and lighter, which is what I tried to portray in the art too. You know, this like going in and out of light and darkness, but all the darkness is very intentional and purposeful, right? So I thought that was a nice aspect to including the words too, not just imagery, but to really make you think black and white. Hence the pattern. Okay, pressure, guys. Pressure. I did not practice. Let's see how this comes out. I'm sick. My gut's in a funk. It's losing too much. I'm tired and frail. I'm less muscular and more tubular. These violent delights on my mind, mouth, body. It's enough. It's sabotage. Light my spliff. I'm going in. La la land it is. I love it here. Lie. I worry here. I like to worry here. It's the most enjoyable desire and worst attraction. It counts all the bad without subtraction. It plans, analyzes, strategizes, but most importantly, energizes. That's the secret. I have no will on my own. I'm not interested, really, Sam. I don't give a damn. I eat your hand because I think I am small, and I don't know at all. Why would I push forth? What's it all worth? Heartache and bills paid. I loathe the IRS. Shackles and chains, they restrain, and my eyes strain, and my heart pulls, and I feel like it's all coming apart. Ooh, precious. Right, that was obviously partial to the IRS. But you know, it's also like society, like the pressure that you have, like all these dudes, right? They got the rap for it in this one. Okay, so let's just see what happened after that, because this is a chronological book, right? We're revisiting it. I also got a little bit of like nervous energy from reading it, right? Like I kind of like tap back into that space. It doesn't really feel great. Let's see what happens next. Yeah. This one's called Can't Even. I can't, not with this beat up soul and unhappy tone. There's no pep in my step. You ain't heard nothing yet. I give up. Yep. Every day I think about quitting just for a moment or until I form it. It's a mind feast, and I daydream for days. I like the haze. The greener pastures invite me. They tell me this place is the right thing. It's so exciting. It's not boring and dull and useless like your soul feels. Don't you want exhilarating? Don't you want the next thing? Done the old thing and your past story, your unemployed, pun intended lifeline. This right time for you to establish. You tried too soon before you decided, before you had planned what to do. And say, man, why aren't you brave? Speaking of brave, do you guys want me to go and continue in this order? This is about to get rough. Anyway, welcome. Love you. Right. This one's called Brave, ending from the last one, right? Why aren't you brave? Well, damn, I mean, I am half a man. I am woman. I eat dicks and have kids. Oh, that's what you thought I did. I tried and I cried and I never give up. I want to. I wanted, yo, but that's something the woman won't let you do. That bitch is boss. She hates dealing with your shit. She knows you're worthless and can't finish and half done it and full expect your whole share. It's not fair. and we decide here there is no part of the whole. Where do we go? This place stinks, it reeks, it makes my uterus bleed. Why is this a thing? Can't we find the beauty in being together? Can't you see me grow and do your own thing? Can't I watch you change and worry about what I own? In here, out there, down here, up there. Can you sense the position in space? Can you see me is about here and down, and you are out and up there? We should be careful how we speak. Look how easily we're tricked into spaces with labels and rates, great to inferior. Yeah. Which way? The next one's called feminine. You ready? Like the egg was cracking. All right, here we go. All right, yeah, this gives me jitters. Exciting jitters. Thanks for being at this. All right, guys. I didn't know feminine. My soul says she's got to be the best thing, yet my mind played the history reel, and now I don't feel like she's got so much might. And maybe I'm not right about it. Yeah, I doubt it. Be as they say, do. Dude, where did my feminism go? I feel a death, a pain, a sting, a sobering reality. I may as well be dead. It's not suicidal, it's my Bible. He wrote it to keep me chained and steal my life. Not the first guy, but the deep, dark inside. That's why they take that high seat, so you can't tell they love and greed with filth, selfishness. That's no king, not singing, it's the real thing. Look closely, he's hardly hiding. Mothers, grab your boys. Teach them to look inside, not grabbing entitled desires, not joining the guys or gentle mob mentalities. Get the truth out of me. Your guys are good. If they're not, you excuse it. Who's really at blame then? What's your problem? What's wrong with all the other hymns? Well, that's them, and you can't see them. You can't seize them. You can't, man. No, woman, that's their stand. Then they act like it's not right, but they don't fight when they see injustice of the girl. I thought you liked me. You thought highly of me. I guess not. Well, my daddy didn't. So why not? You shouldn't. Those little lies, those times you brushed it under the rug, you didn't know how to fight it. It's too big. It's not stopping. It's coming for you. If you don't watch out, you're going to get swallowed. Remember, you eat dicks and turn tricks. They know by how short your skirt is. That's the mentality. Don't you bother me. You disgust me. Not my brother or my lover or the guy next to me, because he's my friend. And like them, they all love me. So they can't be like the bad seeds. See, mommy, don't let your boys into their club. Tell them where they come from, that they are loved. And a woman's worth, well, we don't have enough gold for that. Life is priceless and precious, and we ask you protect it. Keep it from harm, and don't raise your own arm. Maybe it begins with violent ends. Make it end, bring it to a stop, please. This is a calling, an act of rebellion, a voice saying, hell no, we ain't having it. Oh, that was tough stuff inside of me, right? That's a tough one to share because, like, even in the words, it's like, not that guy, but that guy, not that guy, you know, like, it's like, we, like, have a hard time, like, knowing how to navigate spaces sometimes and, like, how to learn who to trust, you know, so, like, kind of neat that it, like, came out of me in those words, right?
Oh, you wrote that?
Yeah, it's from my poetry book, yeah.
You wrote all of this? Because you really, I was about to ask who wrote them. Oh, that's nice. Great. You did a great job.
Oh, thank you. They're chronological, so I'm like literally going through and processing. So I didn't know that I could write poetry. This is me learning that I can write poetry.
Oh.
Right?
So you wrote that IRS thing too?
What?
The IRS.
Yeah,
The
yes.
frustration with
All of
IRS?
it just came out of me, yeah. There was like a poem and another poem and another poem, and I was like, I can write poetry. I tucked it under my mouth. Maybe before I'm crazy. What? Okay, what is happening right now? So this is good. Right? So I was like, tuck this away. And then a couple days later, I introduced it to my husband and my daughters. We're old enough, right? And it was the earlier part of the book, which is just as rough. But they were like, no, like that's crazy. That's crazy. Like we didn't know that. I was like, I didn't know either. My husband's like, it's like you had like a hidden talent. Yeah. And I was like, that's so wild. Like it really, like I had been on a healing journey, like an emotional, mental, physical, spiritual healing journey for like years before this.
And this is
happened.
all part of that too.
This is part of it. It's like chronological. It's like literally what happened. It's like a process of going from like chaotic darkness where you don't even know what the hell it is.
No, but you got to lay it out, and that's important.
So important. So important. And then like luckily I didn't lose it. Like that's something that we talked about. Was that sometimes if there's a fear that like, oh my God, what if I can never do it again? What if I lost it? What if I get left? But there's also
But it's a
when
gift.
it's happened,
You're not,
that's big.
maybe you're not meant to have it forever. I mean, look at all the artists out
Maybe,
there.
but we do kind of have.
Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, and well, you know, like writing, poetry is writing, but it's also very complementary to other arts, like visual arts, things you do with your hand. Sort of like if you were just a writer, not to say just fantastic as a writer, but you can get writer's block, right? But if you have another artistic outlet, even say music, you can work on that until the feeling for the writing comes back, and that way you're always in your craft. You're just sort of dancing between the shit. So I do encourage anybody who's visually doing art and wants to explore music or writing with it.
Imagining it
Paramount.
performed.
Mm-hmm.
Did you imagine it performed?
Yes, I always felt like it was spoken word. I always imagined it performed. In my version of this, the lights are opposite, like it's dark. Not all these bright lights shining onto me because I don't really like the bright lights.
Maybe let's we can turn it off.
It bothers me. But
We can turn it off.
yeah, I guess we could. I don't know like how that would transpire. Oh yeah, do they have a dimmer?
Yeah.
That would be usually. Oh, how's that?
Hi. Is that good? You see us now.
I do see, yeah. Do you see it on
It's the
my
blue light.
iPhone? We can still see you
It's
on
the blue
the
light.
live stream.
There you go.
Okay, good. Hey, do you want to share some poetry with us too? I don't know what to see.
Of course.
And the mic is live.
Of course. My baby says she wants to get up here and say something. You don't want to say that?
Change your mind.
She changed her mind.
Okay, you can change your mind.
She just
anytime
all
you
she
want.
wanted to do was just come up there and let you guys know what her name was and how much of a good time she's had. I think that if you guys would encourage her, she could possibly.
Yeah.
You certainly are.
Oh, you can yourself on the screen.
You don't have to.
It's okay. It's
No
okay either
pressure.
way.
No pressure at all, baby. But you want to come and sit up
We're
here
so
with me
happy
right
you're
here?
here.
Okay. Let's do it.
No.
She got up there, she told me.
You want a big chair? Take a big chair. I'm gonna take a big step.
Okay. So, is the mic on?
Yes.
The camera is cast over.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't hear
TV's
myself.
out there so people can see it too.
Oh, she's very observant.
That's why I went over there.
Okay, so I don't know exactly what I want to share with you guys, but I've basically been in a different space when it comes to my craft. Specifically, talking about the things of my culture and what I've, been through, whether it be creatively or it just be what's going on outside of the art, within me. So typically, I like to talk about proactive things like activist things, but I think I want to give you guys some parts of love if you guys would stick with me.
Yeah.
One, because my daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh
Baby. All right, so this one is called Shadow of Love. You're pretty big in the shadows that you cast, seeming even bigger when also looking into the past, a projection or an illusion, who am I to even ask? Though some concepts you exude make some things hard for me to grasp. Like, does love always reflect the passion, or does it change with the scenes and thoughts and reactions? Too much of you, now I'm subdued like I'm overdosing, or maybe relapsing off laughter and all the things that are so interchangeable. Constructs of what makes a man, some shapes they're rearranging them, causing all these entanglements, not understanding the standing of all the other relationships. See, we put posts and tags on a pedestal, yet never share the love with the person that you're holding close. And I believe that's the being that's deep within. So when I look at you, I happen to see me once again. If that reflection isn't quite the same, how could I refuse this love? Still finding ways not to abuse this love, even when trauma makes it hard for me to view this love. I'm still all for you. Even when impulse kicks in, I still fall for you. These monsters that come from the shadow work only grew smaller when I decided not to put them first. So in other words, love isn't something that I should battle for. It's a devotion far beyond what the shadows were. Boom. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I found myself being in this stage where I'm trying to pursue the next level of commitment with my girlfriend. You know what I mean? So I'm working towards proposing to her and doing these things. So I've tried to get into this lane of finding ways to curate my love and include it in my art, because there's been times where I strayed away from talking about love because of all the other things that I had seen going on within life, so I felt like it was more pressing to talk about what I'm dealing with on a day-to-day, what's on my mind. And, I kind of put love to the side, and it showed me that there's a shadow work that you have to put into the love that you're enduring, or the one that you're ready to commit when it comes to anybody that you may come into contact with, no matter the relationship, whether it be platonic, whether it be, romantic, or it just, the love that I might share for my daughter, so just learning, how to be vulnerable, how to be comfortable and confident in being vulnerable, and just walking in purpose at the same time. So like, I've really been taking time to endure myself, and finding that love for myself, really. I don't want to hold you guys too long. We are definitely having some amazing things going on in the community. I appreciate you guys for sitting with me in this moment of vulnerability as well. Saturday, December the 30th, we have the Freebird Expo, which Amber back there is going to be a part of. Just Fine Art, shout out to her, just.fine.art on Instagram if you're looking for her. But it's super exciting, like what's going on right now, because this is the last show of the year. This is the last show of the year. It's gonna keep going on, baby. You see the excitement behind it? She's not even there, and she's like, "Wait a minute, what do you mean you're gonna stop?" Like, no. But this is the 7th installment, so 7 is also a number of completion, and so. With it being that number of completion, I feel like a better way to end the year is to incorporate multiple communities. You know what I mean? And just really instill the fact that we're not against skin, we're not against race, we're against oppression. You know what I mean? And that oppression as a people. And something that I was talking to you about outside before my daughter had told me I had to wash my hands was so there's a guy named Fred Hampton who was a Black Panther member who was assassinated by CIA. It was a couple of people involved in everything, but his death was December the 4th, and so I dropped a song called Black on Black, and with the Black on Black song, I dropped a video of an interview, and he was talking about the importance of the education system. And how that is what instills certain identities and certain categories, certain things that we find ourselves being a part of. You know what I mean? And he was saying that, Papa Doc in Haiti, he hated everything white. You know what I mean? You showed him a piece of paper and he would hate the white paper. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying that, basically people without education are the ones that become the oppressed people, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's very important that as me moving forward within my generation, as well as the ones before me, as well as the ones after me, you know what I mean? Just showing them there's ways to get through this with a little bit of love, a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of education, a little bit of compassion for the next man, So Freebird Expo, December 30th at Cloud9. I'm sure Amber can shoot you guys the information. Y'all can follow me on 10K_BIRD, 10K_BIRD. And yeah, man, it's an all black affair. So if you're gonna come out, make sure you guys wear black, and that's just to stand in unity and solidarity against all forms of oppression and hate. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
It's
thank
been my
you.
time.
Thanks,
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I need to
Do
talk.
you want to go on the mic and talk?
Oh, no, not right
Why not go on the
But
mic?
Bird,
Yes, sir.
I'm Gold Pops.
Hey,
But
how you doing?
I'm gonna give you a copy of my book.
Yes, sir.
And I'm even gonna give you my number. I'd like to be there on 30th also.
Absolutely.
Because I have
I love
things to
that.
share with you.
Would anyone else like to come up and share a story or
I
talk
love
about
that,
themselves and their art or nothing?
Great.
Which one?
I love
Okay.
it.
21, okay.
Yeah.
It was great.
I'll find
Thank
something
you.
nice
Thank
to say.
you. It's really good being in these spaces where it's a little bit more intimate. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more personal. So I appreciate you guys for taking me in for real. That means a lot. I gotta run. She's on the chef.
She's good. She's good.
I just.
So I have a 12, 8, and 4-year-old, and they act like they own this place. So you're good. You can't do anything.
Okay, I'm just, hey.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Especially in someone else's space.
Yeah, it's like I just gotta.
No.
I
feel like say a random word. I'm just gonna hit my search and see what comes up.
Say a random word.
Random word.
Taxi.
Taxi. Ooh, good one. I couldn't think of one.
Great stuff happens in taxis. And terrible things. Everything from birth to conception happens in a taxi.
It's a transit point. Transition.
Yeah, it is. It's a transit point.
So funny. I do have something under taxi, but it's actually like it's an autism questionnaire. That's so funny. I did have something for taxi. All right, give me something else.
Envelope.
I do have something for envelope. All right. Oh, well. I think what it is I tucked it in my pocket. That's why it's not here. Okay. All right.
No pressure, Lee.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine. Oh. There's a lot of there's too much. Okay, this one's called Heinz. Oh, Amber, you're gonna miss it because it says I am the queen bee.
Oh, the bee! I'm listening. I'm not moving.
This one's actually kind of long, but it should be totally cheap. Should be okay. Okay, Heinz. Hind is a female deer. It's like a hind. It's like but it's not really. It's like in the goat/deer family, right? Like a mountain lion. Is that what they're called, mountain lions? Little things with the. Oh!
Mountain goats,
Rams.
not lions.
What?
You said
Yeah.
mountain lions.
Yeah, they have like big
Rams.
they're called mountain lions.
Mountain goats.
Yeah, and they got little
No.
tiny legs.
Not lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a hind. Pretty sure. Look it up. Look it up.
I know
Is
what
it a
you're
deer
talking
or a goat?
I know what you're talking
Oh, I just thought you were like Google searching already. So sorry.
I am.
Okay, all right, let's go. It's called Heinz. I am the queen bee. I am revealing to you, it's me. I am fulfilled when my needs are met. I am left when it's you. I just don't forget. I am sick, but I am getting well. I am tricked, but I am in my own cell. And I am setting me free. I am finding all of me. Beauty, intelligence, strength, enlightening. Excuse me, writer, designer, artist, and poet. Funny thing is, this is just a section of that poem. I gotta click over and find another piece of it. Had no idea what's there, so sorry. So sorry, the whole thing is not there.
I'll fill in your void. The mountain hind is
Thank you.
similar to a goat. It does not have the curly horns though.
Okay.
So the ram has the curly horns, but they still have little tiny antler type things.
Are those the ones that scale the cliffs?
HIND. Yes.
They walk on flat.
Yeah, the ones that scale
Oh
like
my
are
gosh.
2 or 3 inches.
That's so hard to watch.
Yes.
So that's a hind. A
That's a
little,
hind.
little, like, they got these little tiny feet. And they live on a mountain, right?
Yes.
They're more like goats. Guys, that's so weird. Hind. I'm gonna go pull it up in my other, my doc. So sorry. Fine. Here we are. Okay. Should I start over or go further down? Oh, sick. Actually, that was a weird place to that. That was just a piece of it. I bet I saved it for something else. All right, ready? Same one. It's called Hind. Excuse me on live stream, guys. I am fierce. I am heartfelt and powerful. I am intense about myself, my hidden self, locked under key, hidden even from me. I am bleeding. I cover my wounds with this dress and perfume. I am my nurse. I revive this life. I am losing her. I repair and despair, but hope is not all lost. Depression is vicious, but joy is victorious, glorious. I am surviving. I am thriving. I just don't have more to spare. I really do need all of me. The show is mine, and I am the rising star. See, the emptiness is confusing. I am too full. I am exposed. Make it erupt. Make it enough. For my body is designed for this releasing. Relax, breathe, untighten, and meet me. Volcano unpredictable, the mountain constant. It grows and flourishes with lush greens and birds that sing. The mountain deer is fierce. Is she like me? Protector, nurturer, goddess up on high rocks. I am a lot. I see far and wide. I see inside of me. I see eagles and serpents. Very good signs. Say, tap into me. Look, find, seek relief. Air, earth, oceans, and sky. I am beautiful, like the mountain's height. I am gentle, like the mountain hind. I am strong, like water, and gentle like rain. I am persistent despite of pain. I am the queen bee. I am revealing to you it's me. I am fulfilled when my needs are met. I am left when it's you. I just don't forget. I am sick, but I am getting well. I am tricked, but I am in my own cell. And I am setting me free. I am finding all of me. Beauty, intelligence, strength, enlightening, writer, designer, artist, and poet. You don't know it yet, but I know why you are blind. Control, connection, fear of rejection. I am my own being. I do not need outside things. I need to sing. Come cuddle closer to me. Hear the pain in verses. Heal the pain, reverse it. Help yourself be your true being. Lift your chin and widen your eye. There must be more to your soul. Go off and explore. Find you, I am. Find you, my fan. I love you, my child. I love your creativeness. I love you for forgiving us the little pieces of your soul I am grateful for. I am so full. I am so full. I am relatable. Hear my wounds, feel my pain, wash it with rain and come back again. This newer version is better. It gets through me to her. I am her, living in limbo. I am strengthening though. pretty, sexy, giving, accepting, more pieces of me, more revealing, more recognizing, more simplifying. I am spinning my wheels. It's hard to explain how it feels. I am lost in ways of confusion, ways of delusion, but I am shattering those. I am even stronger, I suppose. I am me, unique. That's a great thing. Are you listening? The words all point in one direction. It's a timeline, linear, finite, and ending, but not so soon. Many days lay ahead. You'll get where you are headed. You already glimpse at it. Now just to be it. I am the one I am. I birthed my own being when no one knew what they were doing. Wendy found woo, the true woo. It's a talented woo, the gifts inside of me coming out as lightning, flash, boom, explosion. I am not frightened. It's exciting. I couldn't tell if it was too like mundane. I mean, but that's really kind of the process of it. It was like the I am is like the power part of it. Like I am, like speaking yourself into existence, right? Like it's almost like a prompt. Like I have to keep saying it, saying it, saying it to like pull things that I thought were great. And it goes for a long time too. So thank you for positive feedback on that. I wasn't never sure.
The queen bee?
But y'all want to say
Yeah,
that.
it's so interesting. It was near the end. This was part of it.
Got yellow and black on today?
Oh yeah, I got like a queen bee. I've got stripes too.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want any more?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pull an astronomy one because it's just easier. Astronomy. Sorry.
What's this called?
I don't know. I've got like a bunch of like different like little cosmic ohms. So I'm just putting in some keywords. Oh, so we study the planets. I like that one. Okay. This is a whole one. Okay, yeah, I like this one. Okay. So we study the planets. It does look short. From afar, we look to the planets and stars, calculating our birth charts, measuring the moon and other spheres near our atmosphere, speculating the relevance in the houses where new rulers descend, contemplating concepts to help guide us with relevance. We view the past individualized, still knowing it spins along these lines with all things in orbit, perfectly held in place according to size, expanding to view its intricacies, projecting where the next phases will be. We see the trail too long and winding, so we focus on the moment. Our own star path, too hard to track, layer it with everyone's and the mind's fried, we've blown it. We're not equipped for understanding all of it, yet you still see it's held in place as one like the earth to the sun, a wild timeline of perfectly laid plans, stars dressed up as woman or man, the obvious need to seek out these things. We believe there's something to it. If only we could just see through it. You shall find what you wish upon a star or in this big bowl of fish. We're all really free souls just trying to enjoy the wave before we drift back home. In conclusion, let me add, this place we call our planet is really just a big ass astronomy class. I hope you pass it with flying colors. If you don't, there's always next semester or one of the ones right after. I don't know where they come from. They just fall right out. You just put the stuff in and then it falls out. All right. But that one had new more in it.
So the book you
That's done.
published is all poetry?
Yeah. And
How many pieces of work do you have in it?
I think there's 18 pieces in there, but they're all really long. They're like 5, 6, 7 pages long. I'm trying to find out. I like black white. What's I think maybe my cloud is like some of these keywords don't put things up when I should. That's literally like a title. Black hole. This is the first astronomy poem, or like cosmic poem that came out of me. I really liked it. The universe retracting what one gained, absorbing and dispelling only what is needed for order. Like this place, the order, that somehow all these individual lives come together to maintain things each and every day. We're all always at work, doing our small part, bringing order and balance. So is the work inside of man, gaining, absorbing, and dispelling in order to maintain balance. And for that imbalance, that imbalance needs more of its opposite. How do you get more of what you don't got? You look for it. And when you recognize it, you take it in, you accept it. I can imagine an energetic body of man, a spirit body that knows what it really is, drawn to that which is just like itself, drawn to that which makes him whole, like the star to the black hole. That which it doesn't need can be taken, and a new lighter spirit, clean and free to begin its journey of finding the truest reflection of itself until it reaches its ultimate death, a star shining in the sky for all man to see age after age. The legacy of man on earth to teach the next soul on its journey. We resemble the stars, man. That's who we are, and everything containing them. I always circle back to that same answer, no matter how many ways I ask the damn question. Please interrupt the pattern. Oh, yeah, that was fun. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you.
Thank you. Great poems. Love them.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. You
What's
like
your
my art, you like my poetry. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, what was the book that you published?
Oh, I'm actually re-releasing it. I got some better image quality for the pages. I did
Like, I'm gonna get.
All right, have a great night. Good to see you.
Hey, have a safe New Year's.
You as well. Have a good one.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Thank you again for tuning in. This is the season finale of the Bespoken For open mic platform. We are going to be transitioning into quite a different thing next year. Our entire live stream is going to be beefed up, amped up. It's going to be huge. We're going to take the Bespoken For platform and widen it and give it access to everybody. So we hope that you tune in continuing into 2024. I want to thank you all for watching and supporting our channel. Of course, if you subscribe and you're a 20 Ounce member, you have a chance to win our Hot Rod computer thanks to our sponsors, Tiny Little Tech Shop. And we will see you in the new year. Don't forget to come out to the Mega Mural Party January 13th. And then January 14th, the very next day, we're going to have Keeper Fest. So it's part of our 1 year celebration. We got a lot of new programs and new exciting announcements coming in the new year. So definitely stay tuned for all of that great stuff. We want to thank you all for your support. Celebrating 1 year with the Bespoke House Artisan community. Thanks again.